to Weed&d, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan. My buds, call me Bam. Holy crap, we're back, guys. I can't fully explain to you the vibe in this room right now. I've missed these people very terribly. All of us right now are kind of like in a just insane busy season of productions. It's one of the best things about this group is just how fucking badass everybody here is. Doing all kinds of amazing stuff. We'll talk, if you have show stuff to shout out as we go along, please do. I just wrapped up Titus Andronicus with the Nevada Shakespeare Festival, this giant Italian circus tent. It was a treat. I'm very proud of my performance in the show. And it's just one of those things. I already moved. We got Macbeth. This coming Saturday. So out of the pot and into the fire. So thank you guys. Seriously, it's so good to see you guys. Shout outs. Obviously, we came in hyping, Boojum, Huff Puff, Dan and Factory Studios. You beautiful bastard. And Brenna Boo Boo sending us that way. Great to see you guys in chat. Huge shout out just to all you fucking wonderful people who make this thing so awesome. Yeah. There's a beautiful little moment on Discord earlier. Quit's Life is actually here, but just shouted me a little bit of love. And today at one point was kind of rough, and it was just the perfect landing. And it's just like when you think about that side of it, just like, oh, there's all these awesome people that just get to interact with this fucking thing. So thanks for being the gift of my life. Honestly, this is why we do everything else, is to do shit like this. So I'm just pumped to be back. I'm gonna pass it off for intros because we got a little extra stuff on announcements today. So I'm gonna pass. Here, I rolled one special.
Ooh, that's special.
It explodes. It just explodes.
It's not arsenic. Nicole, how are you doing?
Smoke the joint. Smoke the joint. Smoke the joint. Smoke the joint. Smoke the joint.
It's the joint of life. I saw Don't be a chicken.
Don't
be a chicken.
I love it. Love it. Reefer Madness. Here you go, Jack. I'm pass that to you. What's up, buds? I'm Nicole Unger here. I'm very excited. I play Shaymira, the rogue who can change again, finally. The changeling who has her powers back. It's very exciting. I'm so happy to be here. I've missed you guys so much. I just can't wait to jump back in and play this wonderful game with all of you wonderful buds. I want to give a shout out to Dan, our wonderful friend Dan at Factory Studios. He made me these dice and they're so cool. I love them very much, and they're actually like what I see when Shaymir is doing her magic, like this pink color with all this fun shimmer. I see that in my brain, so it's amazing. Thank you so much. They're awesome.
It might be cool if you are interested about posting a picture of that in the.
A massive raid from Carol. Raid helmet. Guys, if you're not following Careful Tantrum, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Get over there and follow right now. TM Dave is the shit, and some of my favorite human beings all over there. Crew from Grouch Couch, and just like, honestly, every single person over there. Evolving Shadows, holy shit. God, I love this. I love you guys. It's good to be back. And we're in the middle of our intros right now, so we'll keep doing that.
Oh yeah, the intros. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right. The last thing that I normally do in the intros is the questions. So during our 2 weeks away, I was starting some new things. I started some new shows, and one of them is an anime called Demon Slayer, which I super love. So it got me thinking about animes. Do you guys have a favorite anime that you watch? What about you, Jake?
Well, great question, Nicole.
Oh, thanks.
And welcome back, buds, and welcome back, everybody. Yeah. I'm still like hype over just buzzing. Just buzzing. But yes, I am Jake Taylor. I play Rex Milo, the Dragon-Macked Cleric of War, level 11.
Yeah.
And favorite anime.
Yeah. Parasite is awesome. I saw that in the chat. Such a good one. Gonna be a movie. Anyways.
I watched more movies like back in the day. I haven't watched like a series in a hot minute. And I think Ninja Scroll was the first one where I was just like, dope. It's like... it's just like...
Of course he was... Yeah, that's the one I was
so good.
It's just like boss fight, the anime. And everyone's cool and everyone's unique and the protagonist is
wire
great.
Guy. And, oh my god, Ninja Scroll's so dope.
The little beehive back guy. Like, yeah. It was just like... that was
who gets like poison titty to death?
Poison titty to death?
Sucks on a poison titty and he dies from it.
Wow. I gotta put Ninja Scroll on my list.
It's good.
Great. I love it.
Why? Because you like to poison people?
Yes.
To death?
With your titties?
You're the one
your
giving things. Bam. I don't want it. No, I do.
No, I do.
Just kidding.
I do, though.
For the bit.
Yo, Princess Mononoke.
For the bit.
I see you out there.
For the bit.
Ninja Scroll. Yeah, no. Ninja Scroll was my first too. It was like the one that like brought me in.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, dude. I was
Not
like,
just the poison tip.
boss fights and boobies, bro. Like, no, for real. Like, I was just like, this is the best genre. Yeah.
How about you, Drewby?
Oh, yeah. What's up, buds? Let me see if I can hit this real quick.
I bet you can. You can just pass it to you. You don't have to walk.
Pass it back. Nice. There it is. What's up, buds? Big Papa Drew in the house. Playing Tynaricus Onyx Hat. Level 11. I got a +1 to my strength last time, so feeling nice and strong. Talking about these right here. Yeah. Anyway, anime that I love, that I watch pretty consistently is still Pokemon Indigo League.
Yo.
Yeah. I'll just throw it on sometimes at night when I can't sleep, and I just fall asleep to shit that I used to watch.
I hear that Bulbasaur is Bam's favorite.
He loves it.
Man, hold on, let me see how game
That was the whole point! He fell for it!
Oh my god.
Man, fuck
She's in the
Bulbasaur.
captain's chair now. She Kobayashi marooned your ass.
Oh, God, I think he's going to turn off the show.
And she said,
Are we,
Oh, shit.
I am the captain now.
Bye,
Bam had to
everybody.
take a lap. He had to take a lap.
I still don't understand why he hates
I saw a video recently that Double T, big bad butt of the show, sent that was Bulbasaur getting made into sushi, and I loved it. I freaking loved it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Because he's the worst, Nicole. Because he's the worst. God, so you
much
looked
potential.
at Squirtle. Freaking Squirtle, and you were like, oh, I'll take the little onion guy. Like, what?
I mean, he's a plant.
he looks like an onion to start with, though, a little bit.
He does look like a little turnip.
Yeah, or turnip, I guess,
Yeah.
more so.
Yeah.
Aren't we all just onions?
I hate Bulbasaur.
Aren't we all just ugly? Onions! Onions!
I hate
Aren't we
Bulbasaur.
all just
Oh, I thought you said ugly.
onions? We all just ugly.
Don't pick Bulbasaur. That's all I got to say.
PSA.
If you
my
learn
fam.
anything from me from the show, nearly 4 years
Do
of
something
entertainment,
you lettuce.
don't pick Bulbasaur.
You. Eat your vegetables.
Oh, man.
I hope you're not running into any fire-themed Pokemon like all of them are.
Do something other than be nutritious.
Squirtle's on the fire.
He's water, baby. He's the dopest. He's all like, boop, doo.
Well, he waters Bulbasaur.
Yeah. He keeps him hydrated.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
He's got the little sunglasses. Like,
Like, nope.
No, not lowering
If
myself.
it's a Bulbasaur dog, she's like pointing at the dog where Bulbasaur hurt, and you're like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I just hate him.
They literally said that in the
Look,
chat.
I'm the Boojum. Literally, right now. Yeah, I've got it here too.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You're like, dang, Brandon? No,
Damn.
Boojum
I like
loves
this-
Squirtle,
said
and it's
that
now
at
my
the
favorite.
same
Congrats.
time.
Hunting the
I love the
Boojum.
doll where Bulbasaur hurt you.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
If it's a Squirtle doll.
He just points like here.
Yeah, he broke my heart, obviously. I was like,
my
oh, I'll take a starter
heart.
Pokemon that's weak against most of the freaking Pokemon in the game.
He picked it first and then it died and he's like never been able to
I
get
blamed
over
it
it.
and not my
never.
ability to play the game.
I never want
It's
to
just
play
because he
another
sucks.
again because he's the worst Pokemon.
Sure, I could have switched him out for a better Pokemon, but he's my starter.
so,
Stick with your guns.
So he likes Pokemon
so
Indigo League.
Pokemon
We went
Indigo League is basically, that's it.
This is what happens when we're away from each other.
On over to you.
Thanks, Drew.
Yay!
Yay, Drew.
Yay, Drew.
He got +1 strength.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh.
Ren Folger and I'm playing Gilderadner Gene Wilder. I like the Amine XL Saga, and I like One Punch Man. I like ones that are very aware of themselves.
Friend of the show
Yeah.
is a couple of the voices on that.
Oh my god. I love
Mitch
that
Ace, who's also Cyclops in X-Men 97.
But
Yeah.
but Daddy has to give
Prince Noctis. and-
Daddy,
He's Prince Noctis.
Daddy has to give a good old fashioned shout out to Redline.
Oh yeah.
Because I've been trying to show it to some people recently, but like stuff's been happening, so we haven't been able to watch the whole thing all the way through. But it's like if Mad Max and Speed Racer and Aeon Flux
Yo.
had a baby together, and like some insane DJ, like a Jet Set Radio Future DJ with like the speed turned up, like
Dope.
like yeah, it's like a crazy ride the whole time. So I want to give a shout out to that. It was like the 2008, maybe 2009 or something like that, and it's insane. So I just want to put that out in the universe. You should watch it. I think it's on Amazon.
We got a new bud in the house talking about Big O, and I'm with you.
Big
O's dope.
Oh, Big O's.
Sure, Hubert knows what's up.
Yeah,
Big O was.
welcome in, bud.
Yeah, Hubert.
Hey, Precarious coming through. Oh, great. All the
Yeah.
buds are showing up.
Yeah.
Precarious, you remember I hate Bulbasaur.
Someone just shows up like, are we talking about how much Bam hates Bulbasaur?
Again.
If you look at the title of the episode, I just threw it in.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam
hates
hates
Bulbasaur. Abby, what's up?
Hey, that's me. I'm Abby Dandy, aka Sylvia Starshield around these perts. But thinking about anime, I almost said One Punch Man. But Spirited Away is a big one. Big in just like my artistic outlook. Very important film to me. But I have to also give an honorable mention. It's not really an anime, but Avatar: The Last Airbender introduced me to the
American
genre,
anime,
and it is
right?
very influenced by anime, if not a couple of white guys trying to make their own anime.
Yeah, it's rebooing.
It's about time.
And it's excellent. I rewatched it a couple years ago, and it might be time for another one.
My good friend
is in the series. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
We're connected, y'all.
Yeah, we are
our
connected.
former Weed&d players and a couple of the Marvel shows. Look at how popular we are.
We're sneaking in.
We're getting there.
Yo, shout out to Ray though. He's Pooty Prisoner.
Oh, great.
And then Dr. Genius in the first. Pooty Prisoner is one of my favorite characters ever. When I found out it was him, I was just like, what? That's the greatest thing ever.
That's dope. Yeah, that show is, I like, and it's Exile Saga is very similar where each episode takes on a different genre of anime and will like parody that in like it's like somebody's trying to take over the world and he only has 2 like minions and they're just bad at it. And
I love it.
but so for that episode they'll take on like a romance one. And then they're like not making any money. They keep talking about having to eat their dog and the dog outsmarts them. It's like it's fun. It's a good time.
You went 180 on that. You're like, you win? He outsmarts you.
I knew I had to say after.
Don't leave her with a
Because they
horse.
named the dog Menchie, and Menchie's like a word for like snack or food. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's fun.
I started writing way too many. I think that's a problem when you're like, which one do you? Oh, okay, I've got. I'm just gonna stick myself to 2 because I could not. But probably my favorite anime series, Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah.
It is. Welcome in. Welcome.
Remember that and Ramna 1/2 would always be available at Blockbuster.
Yeah. It's phenomenal. It's the same guys that did Cowboy Bebop, but it's like a hip hop samurai fusion, and it hits on so many levels. Like there's so much brilliance to it because how unique the feel and vibe of it is. And then there's one that I've been watching recently, and it's just a delight if you're ever like light watching. It's like an animated version of a comic called Way of the House Husband, and it's about this like a gang leader, Yakuza leader who killed all the other Yakuza leaders. Then he went to jail, and when he got out of jail, he just becomes a house husband. And so it's like all the tropes of like the gang crime, like, oh, how much you got in the box? But he's like buying like flour at the store. And he's like, can I get a coupon card? And it's seriously, it's brilliant. It's like, these little 4-minute episodes, and they're like in collections of like 6 at a time. But it's so just like, I got 5-6 minutes to throw something on. Way of the House Husband, I can't recommend it enough. It's just silly, but it's also great. I was like, how long could this premise really hold out? And then legitimately, I'm like, I don't know, probably 30 something episodes in, and I'm like, no, there's still just bangers.
Isn't there one that came out recently that had like Jesus and Buddha like all living in an apartment together?
Yes, I don't
And,
know
like,
the name.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name, but then like they get visited, like all the deities, like it's just like them trying to live their life, and like it's like all the deities like coming in and visiting and stuff.
Hey, shout out to Munch. 45 months of subbing.
Woohoo!
Also the man responsible for the beautiful layouts that you see around us. And some of the cool functional stuff that we have that you'll see as we go.
The Golden Gods, thank you. It's like
Golden Gods. See, you came right in with the answer too. How about
Golden
that?
Girls, the Golden
Thank
Gods.
you for being
A god. Yeah. You know what? There's a lot of really good animated shows out right now. I went on like a little bit of a run with like Grimmsburg and
Grimmsburg.
Craptopolis, and like the writing is just so good right now. Like there's some like really good animated shows out there.
Animation.
Yes, you're Betty White. You can be our Betty White. I'm obviously Rue McClanahan. Not McClanahan, but McClanahan. Only because I used to pretend I was related to her in elementary school. Because I was like, I don't know, is this interesting?
I don't know.
Somebody like me. Please like me.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. Huh? From Golden Girls?
Girl?
Peers of 7 years old?
Yeah. Way to impress them.
Yeah, it really blew that. Yeah. It didn't work. Weird.
Shocker.
Imagine that.
Kids these days.
Those days.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for
Those days.
it's gonna be that kind of night. This is like, what was it, like 2-3 weeks since
Yeah,
we
we
saw
were
each
able
other
to hang out
last.
a long time.
So there's gonna be some indulgences on our part, and I apologize for nothing. I think this is why we're here. I do have our little shout. Yeah, here, everybody shake up your little healing
Liquid
dice.
Luck.
This is Liquid Luck, also created by the brilliant minds over at Factory Productions. It is Liquid Luck. Luck is the idol of the idol. Oh, that's so bright. But yeah, it's like little healing potions that we have. If you turn them upside down, it's like a magic 8-ball, and a D4 result floats to the top. So when we do our healing potions, guys, here's the best way to do it.
Drink it?
2D4. Drink it.
Yeah, we
Please,
drink it,
stop.
right?
Please no.
What if you already
don't.
did?
She's already chugged it.
What if
Strong.
Can I get another?
Nothing bad happens if you
I already
drink it.
drank mine.
Wait,
It was delicious. Thank you, Factory Productions.
We need extra.
It's just like 2 more, please.
We're gonna need a couple more healing potions and some actors.
We come back in the intro and everyone's just face down.
It was actually
The full stream.
liquid poison.
Steph just keeps it going.
Factory.
And everyone just has glitter around their mouth. They're like,
It's
Like, wait, no, don't drink that.
everyone here is like,
It's
what?
too late, Dan. It's
Why
too
so
late.
pretty?
We all
It's
knew
not
Brenna
supposed
was
to
gonna
drink.
drink it.
That's why mine had juice in it. And you guys all have poison. Apparently, don't drink it.
I did want to shout out some of the supporters. Again, the best way to support our show and Art Hard Studios is the Patreon, the WeeDnD Patreon. We get the highest percentage of what you donate. We put that directly into building this place and our concepts and shows. Obviously, we've all been pretty slammed recently, so I promise that after a couple of these projects wrap up, we're going to be bringing a few more offerings to the channel as well. If you want to help us storm this next horizon, head on over to patreon.com/WeeDnD. Huge shout out to our raiders for bringing their people our way. Obviously, Careful Cantrip tonight has already done us the blessing of bringing their party our way. Last time we streamed, it was smore_AD. Brought their people, and so did Dork Tales, longtime friends of the show. And Kelly and those guys, just really great people. There's some really, truly awesome human beings in the D&D streaming space. So I highly recommend throwing a like, throwing a love. I'm doing the click thing. And then also we've got, this is a little different. I've got, here, let me copy this. I'll just drop it in the chat. There's a streaming D&D awards ceremony called the Crit Awards, and nominations are open until May 31st. If you think that WeeDnD kicks ass, do your buds a favor and nominate us or your other favorite shows over at the Crit Awards. Really, honestly, anybody. Like, if you have a favorite, get them a little. It can only help. Is kind of the idea. I did. Here, hold up. I copied it so I can put it in here. There's a link here. I think I'm allowed to drop links. If you click that link, you can throw in your support for the show.
Yay.
We've also got some merchandise. The new addition to our table today is the black and white GANJA mug.
I have this mug.
Black handle, white outside, black inside. It's honestly my
The
favorite.
purple looks so good on it.
So
Yeah.
good.
It's
Dude,
really
the
pretty.
image came out so pretty. It's
Yeah.
just beautiful.
Clean.
Awesome.
It's beautiful. And then, of course, we've always got our WeeDnD Nugrats mug. Check it out. We've got some original art on there. Some of Vlad's incredible group drawings. He just did a new one for us as well as coffee cups and some t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. So if you want to check out the merch store, it is either Art Hard Studios, plural, .square.site, or type !merch here on Twitch, and it'll pop you out a little link. You can go there. What else do I got? I think that's it. I cast Bamish because I was reviewing last episode. When you cast Banish, you said Bamish. So
Bamish.
I wrote that one down.
Nice.
All right, that's these. Let's see. Am I forgetting anything, guys? It's been a while. I'm how do I do this?
been.
What is this? Dungeons and parent problems. Dungeons and trauma, generational trauma.
Speaking of
Wait,
hair,
genital?
anime always has great hair.
Always with the
Always great
yeah.
hair.
Yeah. There's pretty great hair on your guys' character art too. I must add.
It's true. We love
Dungeons and Dragons and generational trauma.
Dungeons and Dragons and generational trauma.
Dungeons and Dragons and genital trauma.
We got us a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't. We like to take a lighter, like this little black one that I accidentally stole from my friend, and I'm gonna give it back to her tomorrow. Make sure you're not gonna light any of your friends, family, or household pets on fire and go. Light us up. Oh my God, it feels good, so good to say. Let's play some fucking D&D. Ow!
Weed&d, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control. Weed&d.
I didn't. Oh, here we are. Hey guys, full disclosure, we've had ourselves a little bit of tech stuff, so some of our scene switching and stuff. We'll probably be living in Maine most of the night tonight, because we were even joking earlier. I was like, "Hey, everything's working." What a foolish thing I said.
You look
It was my own
foolish.
fault. I look how foolish do I look right now.
Foolish.
So thanks for bearing with us. This is when you have too many things going on. Too many. I'm doing
things.
two different
Too
versions.
many things.
Okay, good. Yes. Yeah.
That is awesome. All right.
Maybe I'm the murderer.
Uh-oh.
murder sandwich.
Murder sandwich.
Bam, murder sandwich. All right, guys. I forgot to do my ooh, but I had forgotten to light. It was a whole
It was a kerfuffle.
You got it.
ooh.
There's always time for a new.
Nailed it.
Oh, welcome back, friends. All right, so there's a helicopter closing in on us right now.
Again?
Oh, sorry, my ride's here. Actually, you know what? I'll go take care of that, right?
Yeah.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh, they love it when you shoot it at them.
Oh, it's because I didn't see the thing. Yeah. Arrow retreat.
Yeah! What a shot. What a shot.
Took care of that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We have actually been away here for a little while, so we do have a little section here we like to do. What happened last?
What
Bottle doll.
happened last? There were a lot of things.
We're gonna start from the
chat.
end to the beginning.
Chat, what happened last?
Yes, chat.
Yep.
Yeah, chat.
Hold on. Chat might have a pass on this. I haven't uploaded the last episode yet.
Oh, so
can't
we
be-
haven't had a chance.
It's on Twitch. You can see it on Twitch.
Sure.
But I seriously I've had rehearsals every morning and shows every night for so long, and I just woke up today like I never even. Oh
We're never
So-
gonna forgive you.
So Pubert. All right, let's Pubert. Guess what? This is what's been going on.
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
Okay, so I am a ooze from space. I'm a plasmoid. We're at level 11 now. I'm a bard. I'm a good guy. Just living my life, doing my thing. I talk like this because she's just a goo.
Yeah.
Just like a booger.
Yeah, I'm a star also
Yeah.
from space. Oh, I'm a bit more serious, just understanding the ways of the world that I'm now on, forced to have a body. But I'm a druid, astral elf druid, just having a good time, learning what it is to be with my new friends.
Yeah. I am. Shit, that's what we're doing. I am.
I was like, let's just catch it up to
Friday. Okay, I am Shamira. I'm a rogue, level 11. I'm a changeling. Couldn't change for a while. Can now change again.
Back to change.
Very excited
You're coming
about
back
that.
at a good point.
Yeah, good
this is
point. Got my power back, which was really exciting after doing some pretty epic stuff. We had to go through this trial, and we all got some abilities back. And that was what I got. But yeah, my character's from the last campaign and has made herself into this one, where she's kind of spreading the word of the Helping Committee, the THC. So these are my new members of the Helping Committee, and we're just helping people.
Or else.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. El Presidente.
Oh, Presidente, that's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Rex Milo.
Stranger next to me.
Rex Milo is a human, but he's a dragon mocked because he was raised by kobolds. That's been his entire life. That's how he talks. They're from Boston, so they got a bit of a dialect. But yeah, this is literally his first time out from under the rock, basically. He's been indoctrinated and raised by these kobolds, so he's kind of lizard brain, but after meeting these people is starting to learn a whole lot more and questioning what his purpose was before.
It's a lot.
What about you, buddy?
I'm playing Tynaricus Onyx Heart, the grandson to the current, I guess, leader of the Indicus Empire, Thoricus Onyx Heart, who does not speak the way I do, and he hates the fact that I speak this way. I'm a level 11 Paladin, Oath of the Crown. I got a permanent boost to my strength the last time, so that's good. I'm up to 18 now, plus 4, baby.
Damn.
Yeah. Dropping bombs on motherfuckers.
And so
They aren't ready for it.
And so we are roaming around the Indicus Empire right now, trying to kill. There's primordial beings that have been portals have been opening up because there's this big evil coming towards Ganjaria,
Classic
where we
D&D.
live.
Classic.
Yeah. So Blight's coming our way, like it do. It's opening up portals. Primordial beings are coming out. We've been hired essentially to come get these primordial beings, and so we
knocked out 2.
knocked out 2.
We got rid of the fire one,
Yes.
which was a giant, like lava magma creature.
Yes, got him.
The
Mag.
got his head down
fire
there.
banger.
We got his
that we put
head.
in the-
Yeah.
We got his head. Yeah, he's on the display. And we just killed the big worm.
Yeah,
Whose child ate me?
Yes,
Yeah.
my child ate you,
Boy,
and
it's fun
that
catching
one
people.
ate Gil.
That one ate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it all
Lot of
worked out.
worm
I'm just
eating.
a good about
That's
it.
that sub grim.
Good over there.
Yeah.
Good over here.
And then, so now this most recent thing that has happened now is that you got taken away from us.
No, she grappled.
She's just
I'm grappled.
Oh, you're
I'm not.
just
I'm not
grappled.
nabbed
You're battling
entirely.
Dark
No,
Drew to
yeah.
Tynaricus.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if we go to hit him, we'll
Hey, buddy.
damage you. It's
Don't do
essentially
that,
using you like a
please.
shield. So we got to get you out of there.
Yeah.
Which she tried to do to me first, but I got out of it, and so now it's
Not
you
to
got
flex
it.
on you or anything.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
cool.
So
Yeah, but like
sorry.
I got out of it because it was like so easy.
Oh no, I had help. I think you helped me out. I'm pretty sure I got help getting out of it. It was a very close call for
Yeah,
me.
the war god's blessing.
Yes,
A
yeah,
lot of fun
yeah.
things we did.
But we're trying to get this Earth one we just got. So we're
Everearth
trying to.
Stone.
Yeah,
Earth
so we're
Stone.
trying to get that. That's what we're
Everearth
fighting over
Stone.
right
I
now.
have
Right,
that
but don't
written
touch
down.
it.
No.
Somebody
Yeah.
touched it. A guy that was Tynaricus's
Vrolly.
Vrolly.
Vrolando.
Vrolly Shalefist.
Vrolando.
His full name, Vrolando.
Yeah, Vrolly, who is your nemesis. Who
I didn't even
you
know that
didn't
he
know
was
it's
though.
not. It wasn't mutual.
Right.
You didn't
Right.
even know.
It's Vrolly.
Unrequited nemesis
Statued
ship.
up.
Yeah. He
Oh
touched
man,
it
he
and
looks
turned
really
to stone.
stoned.
Stoned. So, and I've been like having moments with him with my psychic energy, and I've been getting really fashionable stone strands of hair.
Ooh,
I've
yes.
heard the Stone song, the curse of the Shalefists.
Lot going on.
Yeah, Vrolly tried to grab it. Basically, near the end of your battle, you guys were fighting both him and the Tynaricus, the negative imprint
Yes.
of Tynaricus, created in that strange time rift in the battle with Vrolly previously.
Yes, he's my platonic nemesis.
We
Yeah,
fixed
they
a
kind
chair.
of settled it. It was cool.
I have that Gil.
We broke a chair and we fixed it.
Oh, we broke a chair and then we fixed
You
it.
guys
fixed it
fixed that
Sure
chair.
did.
Fixed it, and then we
We
left.
did fix the chair that we broke.
It's written down.
Yep.
Sure did.
We didn't get any boons.
We didn't get any bones.
No boons.
Everyone else
No,
got
but you
ours.
guys went all in. I like it. You're like, this is this is good.
No, you guys got like bottles of boons. They're
Yeah,
like, here's
Boone's
some
Farm.
Strawberry Hill.
Straight from the farm.
Yeah, there was a chair that they were like sit in for redemption or
That's,
whatever.
you went through the trials of redemption, having to kind of claim your purpose and goal, and based on your answers and kind of stimulation through this angel of revengeance.
Seraphiel? Is it Seraphiel?
Seraphiel.
At
You
first
guys
I
were
put cereal, but then I put in parentheses Seraphiel.
Yeah, I have
Seraphiel.
several different
Cereal.
spellings for this name.
D&D notes.
Sir Raphael.
Yeah. But yes, you did some of you managed to receive boons through your vindication. Some people didn't. and it was a little weird.
Some people get redeemed, some don't.
From there, but yes, you guys.
great.
So he snatched the stone from you at the end of your battle with the purple worm, who was infused with the earth elemental magic, and then kind of sunk into the earth. You followed him into this Shekinah's temple, and met up with Ubaru, an old figure from the beginning of the game. All those nearly 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
But yes, at this point right now, you kind of are in the middle of a battle. At this point, Vrolly has grabbed and is holding on to Sheila.
Sheila?
Bro.
It's been weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
It's been weeks.
Can't believe you just
Sylvia.
did it again.
So
We've been
angry
talking
at my
about
face
this the
right
whole
now.
time.
I did it as a
It's
joke.
like,
Yeah. Oh, I'm so angry. I broke my pen.
Classic.
just calm down.
Classic
Hey,
Sheila.
names are important, man.
Yeah, bro.
I just watched the whole Doctor Who episode about bad names, and if you said the name, you could kill a person.
Let's watch it right now.
Oh yeah.
It was a Shakespeare
Show me.
episode.
Show me the rule book where it says. Show me.
But yes, you guys, and just to kind of, again, it's been a little while since we've been away, so I'll just kind of capture some of the threads there. These stones are serving to kind of banish some of these strange storms that have been occurring around the great meteor that fell from the sky, the same meteor that knocked you out of the stars. And that is
Just my
causing,
mom, by the way.
that you've then found out, yes.
Mama.
After the
Mama
rift between you
Meteor.
formed in space, you managed to kind of divide, and she became this influence of great power in the darker side of the galaxy, that which is to separate rather than join. And so, and in that journey has found herself hurling and landing on the planet in the Indicus Empire, causing all these strange elemental portals to open. You also met with this crystal dragon, Rembrandt, who has told you basically that the goal for him is to get these 4 stones and rebirth the original primordials. The Ferocious Five in our first campaign had to deal with getting the primordials tier. He believes that with that tier, he can give Ganjaria a rebirth, free of the things that have caused the future that you are from.
Oh.
So, where this blight, this creeping blight has spoiled even the universe itself. So, you guys are currently, you know the location of them. Rembrandt claims to be the one of air itself, as well as the fire one which you obtained and showed and yielded to the Shale Souls. And this is the Earth Stone. So, you guys have closed in a lot. The meteor itself, as you obtain these stones, it banishes these elemental storms from around the meteor. So you can only imagine, if you had a couple in your grasp,
Right.
some of that might be worth, taking a look at.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. baby.
But that all said, if you please allow Ben to set the mood. All right. You guys are currently standing in a swirling portal vortex. At its center, the frozen stone body of Vrolly Shalefist. You see his immense muscles, all frozen as they wrap around the swirling essence of the Everearth stone. As if the song bursts out of him, you yield back, Shamir, in a moment, and you start hearing that delicate tickle of that strange song, the one that keeps cursing your hair to turn to stone. And you realize that the fusion of these two magics, this confluence in this one point, has created this immense magical reaction, which has turned Vrolly Shalefist completely to stone. You see his skin that was starting to shed off the shale's stony skin on his sides as he yielded more to his evil and indulgences. You see them once more being wrapped with this gray stone magic. And in an instant, you see him frozen. The stone still swirling in his hand, these kind of brown, wispy, magical puffs go around this glowing, bright lava central core. Just kind of shines. There's this whirling magic that spins around it. And you can see, Vrolly's hubris has cost him currently his body. At that, you see Tynaricus, this negative imprint of Tynaricus, currently wrapping his arms around you, Sylvia. You can feel the immense strength in his body, a match of even the new strength, this new 20 strength, as if he has been granted the same boon at the same time. You feel his muscles tense up around you, and you feel this strange weaving, that time bubble wobbliness you felt before, as if your timeline and his are kind of mingled together. You feel that like any damage that would go toward him, as pointed out by you, would kind of spill into you as well. So, you guys have been tuning him up in this battle. This is near, this battle has gone on for quite a while. You banished away Vrolly, and he came back as you, continued your assault here on Vrolly. I'm sorry, on Tynaricus. So you see the walls of the room that you're in, somewhat stained with this time magic. There's like that ancient quality to the air, as if there's dust particles that have gone through the cosmos and the ages. You can see the little trickling stones on the wall, as the presence of this stone seems to be turning everything in this room to stone. You see the walls, the doorway you came in, this enchanted magical portal that led you here, has even the carpets themselves start turning to stone. This Everearth stone is so rich in earth elemental magic that it's starting to, permeate the very walls of the room around you. Some of you feel your joints stiffen a little bit. Your feet kind of stick to the ground for a moment. You pull them out. It's a goo turning to stone. I can only imagine what nightmare that must be like. But you feel it's like when you drop it in like dirt. And it's like you've got your little.
It's definitely not the first time that I've ever gotten hard. So.
So yeah, in this moment, you see kind of grimacing down Vrolly, and we're still in initiative. So Vrolly's turn is over because he turned to stone, which brings up you currently, Sylvia. You feel this kind of grappling rip around you. You are grappled. It doesn't mean you can't do anything. You just can't move. Your speed is 0. You can attempt to break away from him. He is very strong, so might not be the best way to go. But I just wanted you to know you have all your actions and everything. So in this moment, you see Vrolly frozen there with the stone in his hand. Tynaricus, who's holding you, kind of turns and looks over his shoulders, dismayed. You fools! You can't handle the stone. It's gonna be mine. You feel him tighten his grip around you. What do you do?
That's a good question.
Kick him in the nards.
So I am in my human form
Yes.
at the moment. Can I shift into my starry form to try to wriggle out of his arms?
All right, so you can shift into starry form, but we did kind of look at the specificity of that ability.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn you into stars. Your physical
you're
form
right.
just becomes star-like.
Okay.
We just thought it was cool to actually have you be stars. You can turn into it and still utilize any of the abilities that any of those forms give you, but it wouldn't give you like a free breakout from it.
Like a gas.
I could just wild shape though.
You can.
I'm gonna slither out of there like a little snake. Can I wild shape into a snake?
Sweet, yeah.
Star snake?
Yeah, star snake.
Snake of the stars. We've all seen them. So I'm actually just going to give you this.
Space Cobra.
Oh, wait, do you have your animal
Yeah,
sheet?
I have it somewhere.
Let me see.
These are the spell control.
Black hole
Because you could
mama.
actually turn, I think I gave you just the ones that you can turn into too. So you'd get the benefit of like the highest level one of those.
I also have
Fucking Space Cobra. I'm gonna look back at that note and go,
Space Cobra?
Oh, I want to write down Space Cobra.
Let's all
Yeah,
write
you
down
can
Space
search your
Cobra.
When we're dying, it's gonna be
All
just
right,
one
so
of
you're
those
gonna get
memories.
plus 5.
I bought a
Plus
Space
5.
To your escape check.
Okay.
He is going to get a chance. It is he does have you. So it's like as you go, he's going to try to catch you. You're going to try to slither away. You get plus 5 to your check. I rolled a 9, which is 15.
No. 3 plus 5, 8.
All right, you're like you got to turn into a snake and it just whoosh, grabs on you. And you're wriggling around in there. Wild shape is a bonus action. Is that true or is it an action?
The scuba did wow wow.
Sorry, my computer is running so slow. Usually I have
That's
all your
okay.
character sheets up as well. But I'm like clicking it right now and it's like
I think it is a bonus brownish action shot and pottery.
It smells like shit.
Wow.
campaigns here. I'll also back it up. It's so slow. And I was like, do I restart it right before the stream? You fool. There'll be updates and it'll never work.
too many updates.
Too many updates.
You fool. Just trying to find out my character sheet here on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
I'm a drill cobra.
Cobras.
New shirt. There it is. It's just him with some stars.
Space Cobra.
Yeah.
The shirt.
Oh, it's Moon Druid that gets the bonus action. Okay, cool. So it would be your action
Okay.
to shift.
That's good. Yeah.
So a good idea. Unfortunately, again, this is you're battling with basically a copy of your high level paladin.
Yeah.
And he does manage to reach out and catch you. Nice move, but not good enough. It's gonna sweep you down. You got anything else?
This guy
Just
sounds like
writhe,
an
because I don't have my brain anymore, right?
Yeah, your snake brain. So you're like, eggs, warm spot. Yeah, you're like, oh, this guy's he's cold to the touch.
I'm gonna hiss. I'm gonna hiss.
Give him a hiss.
Yeah.
Give me an intimidation check. I'll allow it.
Yay!
Hey, all right. What's your intimidate? You got a plus. -1, 12. He's like,
Is it effective?
you're a dumb snake, dumb snake. No. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a dumb snake, dumb snake.
You're a dumb
Forgot he's got kind of like your accent.
Yeah, kind of.
You want to have a cuppa?
Cup of tea.
Cup of snake tea.
Does
Does
Cup of
that
venom.
until I'm struck? I'm a snake, or until I release the form?
You can undo it also.
Okay.
And then or you have the hit points of that snake, and then if those hit 0, you just turn back into you. So it is a way to absorb a little extra damage. Honestly, like not about it just again because some of you guys newer to these higher levels. Now though, that hit point buffer of the snake, like when they hit him and you take some of that damage,
You
would go to the
retain
snake
your
form
mental
first.
stats in wild shape.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's mental stats. Okay, cool. But yeah, so you're like, I mean, you still try to intimidate him.
So that's
that was-
intelligence,
that was all
wisdom,
me.
and
Yeah.
charisma.
But all right, so
That's all I got.
That's all you got. All right, Gil.
It's a smart ass snake.
Hey, can I charm him to let her go?
Yeah, you can attempt to charm.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
What's the spell? Charm person?
Yeah!
Which one? Yeah, because there's a couple
Charm
different.
person, fey touch, wisdom 17 for an hour, yeah.
All right, DC 17.
Yeah, because I...
Go ahead and read that spell, because there might be conditions with battle stuff.
Sorry, I was looking at it from my,
Oh, you good.
my thingy thing.
17?
Yeah, it's been.
Mine's 16.
I told everybody, I was like, it's been a few weeks since we played. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please bear with
I
us.
usually am pretty good at having all this stuff up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see her.
We're just gonna see because it's sometimes there's.
That one's
Oh, you make it a humanoid. He's a
The guy?
humanoid.
Yeah.
I think
If it
so.
fails to save, there's charmed. The charmed
Can't
creature
do much.
regards you as a friendly acquaintance when the spell ends. The creature knows that it was charmed by you, and charm isn't like mind control or anything, but it would look at you as friendly. If it takes any damage or anything, it would break the effect.
Oh no, sorry, suggestion maybe.
Ooh,
That's
there you
what
go,
I want.
suggestion.
Yeah, and it's release.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, hit him with
So
a
that's
suggestion.
that's wisdom 17.
Drew, what's your wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom. You got a +1 or saving throw?
Yeah. Don't forget your paladin bonus.
+9.
+9, so you got a 12. You roll a 3.
Oh.
So he failed.
Yeah, he
All right,
failed.
so you command him to drop to release.
Drop.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Release.
see.
Sorry.
this-
Release. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I just had. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
release.
So I say release. I leave that like.
I'm picking up what you
exactly
meant.
what I do.
Yeah.
So I say release. What happens when I tell him release?
All right, so he fails his saving throw.
Just vomit.
Yeah. And you see, it's because the effect of the spell is true. He does. You see, he opens his hand, but that is not all. That is open as you hear.
Farting it.
You see his eyes kind of like.
Yeah.
And he does
Right.
poop his
Ooh,
pants.
Emotional release.
Yes.
I say release and
Yeah.
all of it.
And she's like, why does he grab all of me? What would you do? What would you do?
What would you do?
Yes, so you are free, and that actually does break the. That's a great idea. Breaks the effect. The that fusion of your two lifelines. You see, kind of severs as you drop as a snake at his feet, and then you feel two little plops on the earth behind you, and you're like, you look, he's wearing about.
It's shit.
It's
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta, then you gotta run away like Charlize Theron and Prometheus, but not straight.
Not straight. Any other direction, 2 feet in the left direction, and it rolls right past you.
You should
Yeah.
you should probably serpentine as it were.
Just go away.
I take a serpentine pattern.
Yeah.
Just keep taunting back in front of it. No, and yeah, you feel a couple teardrops as well on the ground next to you as he releases some of his emotional trauma. So at that point, you got anything else, Gil?
Oh my god. Okay. That was just my action.
Yeah.
Bonus action, I guess I could. Oh, I don't know, man. I think that's enough. I'm just gonna. I feel like I'm a distance away. I don't want to touch that rock because I saw
Why
that
not?
Vrolly turned into stone.
It's just him.
I could, well, because I would use Mage Hand, but Mage Hand is another action. So I'm just gonna look at it then with my little. Yeah. So I just went release, and then I'm just looking at, and then I immediately became uninterested in this turn.
That's stone, yeah.
Just walked
Just looking
away,
at Vrolly,
yeah.
just.
I'm gonna take a look at it. I'll probably walk over to Vrolly and stand just close enough to him that it's annoying. For him,
Not
yeah.
touching you.
Yeah.
Not touching
Close
you.
enough.
Yeah, you're about 25 feet away. Yeah, you can just get yourself over
Like,
into that area.
Yeah.
All right. Nice Gil. Rex, Milo, you are up. You see Gil commanded this release of quite a few different features of Tynaricus's body and hands. A little snake falls to his feet as you see Gil just kind of walking over towards
As I walk by evil.
Yeah, Tynaricus.
I go. It's all right, buddy. Just let it out.
One extra. You see even Vrolly, like one stone tear is like, oh,
Yeah,
why am I always frozen?
Hey, buddy, just let it all out.
You see he's still like steely focused. There is a coldness to him. Again, you guys did glimpse a little bit of his test of redemption, which he seemed to pass as well. And he is currently kind of standing his own against the five of you, pretty impressively from just a warrior standpoint. But yeah, you guys are certainly, kind of taking away his tricks, and Vrolly now is out of the picture. So the battle is certainly turning toward your side.
I hope
Great.
so.
Gil, not Gil. Gil.
me. Gil.
It's not your turn anymore. Rex, you're after Gil.
I'm actually gonna follow suit because I want to make my way towards Vrolly. And I don't know if I get an AOO. Is he gonna AOO me because he pooped his pants? If so,
Okay,
he's
I will
a hardy
say,
warrior, but
because he pooped his pants, he doesn't get attack of opportunities this turn.
awesome.
At least.
At least he
Look.
doesn't conjure like a stink
It's in the
cloud.
book somewhere.
Yeah.
It's in the book.
It's right next to Brian Fitz.
I trust that Grim will spread the word. Thank you. Thank you, Grim.
Actually, Grim emailed me. He was like, "Oh, when you poop your pants,
Yeah.
Brandon, during the show. Thanks for reading my email." If a guy poops his pants,
it shocks you.
you
He's
can't.
shocked for-
What are you gonna
for
swing? You're
her.
trying not to get anything on your underwear.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe it was a clean, exit. But we'll see. We'll see on his turn. No AOs. So yeah, Rex, what do you do? So you walk up, you see the one stone tear gathering on the face of
I guess I'm
Vrolly.
still kind of behind
What do you do?
Okay, so I'm looking at the frozen former. We really tried to help this guy out. There's been a lot of redemption. Has been the theme of this. What a long night. Wow, guys.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah.
You guys go hard.
And we really tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's still.
Still.
So I want to use stone shape. I did it on his hands before, but I just want to pluck his hands off that are holding the stone. So that way I'm not touching it, but
Ooh.
his hands still are. So if I can
All
just like pinch it off like clay, his hands.
Yeah.
Ow, and you have no more
Let me
hands.
look. All right. What's the spells specifics?
Stone shape, I think it's within 5 feet.
So you move up. I just want to make again, like I'm always cool to do stuff. I just want to make sure we're following.
Right. Let me see. I think it's
Me, I'll
level
be like, here's
4.
Yeah, that's a big spell, right? Yeah.
It is.
Big
Stone shape.
Coming for you, big
Cast entire
boy.
action,
Such a
range,
big,
distance.
strong spell.
Spell turns the. So it's shape. There we go. I was reading the wrong one. I got a lot of stone spells. I'm a little rock guy.
Yo, yes. I think this works.
Yeah, the stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension. Unless you got real big hands.
This is the dopest idea ever. I love this. This is why spells like this. That's a great idea. I love that.
And there's also some weird little details. So if I'm able to remove his hands, I can also, the object I create out of them can have 2 hinges and a latch. So I can make like a little stone hand box. So like the fingers interlock
That's
over
the dopest out of his hands. This
out of
guy.
his hands.
This guy, like, we tried to be nice. Sorry,
Second
bud.
time.
Okay.
I tried to be nice.
Right.
No.
Hey, man.
That's
I
too
gave
cool.
him fucking star soup.
If
for
it's
star
a spell, you're using
Star
a 4th
snake?
level slot.
Star snake.
Guys, sometimes you really gotta hit rock bottom.
You can say that to his brain. If he's still in there, you can say that to him.
Oh, I love this show. All right. Okay. Yes, Rex.
Dope.
This is a dope picture to paint. This is like, you have now grown in the strength as a spellcaster through this journey with these people, and you found yourself more in your environment in this place. Recall, however, there is this weird dark pit that was planted inside you during your test of redemption. Something that I have jotted down and circled several times so I don't forget. So I'm gonna seed you with, there's a little bit of a darkness that consumes you in this moment, but paint the picture for me.
Yeah, well, at this point, it's really frustrating because this is my friend here, and he's just got this unnecessary rivalry that's just been passed down. He's got the feelings, but they're just inherited. It's nothing. He's never even met the guy, and he almost fucking killed you. So I'm kind of flashing. Just eating cookies in the back.
Oh man, delicious.
So I just have that image in my head, like as I'm walking up to this statue version of this guy.
You see him look down. Again, he's got this one stone tear falling down, but his hand, it's like you can see the determination in his face. The knowledge you speak of, this overcoming, like trying to fight against the wave of this like ancient familial fight between the two of you that you've tried time and time again to extend the olive branch. As you look at him, that feeling, that like we tried to help you, starts kind of filling your hands. And as you start kind of reaching up toward him to grab his wrists, you see you pin them against his head. And you see you pull it forward, and the stone goes in his mouth. And you rip his head off. You see his hands frozen to the side of his face, his mouth now agape, filled with the Everearth stone. But you feel this dark wave take over your body, and you can't help but smile. You're holding it, and you're still free to shape it however you want. But you see, again, you've pulled the head and hands off. The rest of the statue is still standing there frozen. What do you do?
And if I can keep molding it too, once the crystal's in the mouth of the severed head, the two hands go so that way Tynaricus can't get to it.
So dope. Oh, I love
So now we just have
D&D.
this stone head.
Oh, that's so cool.
But when I take heads off, everybody freaks out.
I learned it from you! I learned it from hearing about you.
Yeah, that's my president.
Or else.
Or else.
We gotta get a head count. I think as far as like severed
literal head
things,
count.
We have one penis, one dragon penis, and maybe two. Didn't we do a second one at one point? I thought you cut another dog off at some point.
Yeah, I thought.
I don't think this can.
I thought you turned a happenstance into a habit.
Yeah.
I thought. Like you do something more than 3 times, then it's a habit.
All right. In this point, you see, again, as the head and hands are ripped off, you fuse the hands over the mouth of the stone. You can still see the whirling, wispy magic creeping through the hands. But the magic seems to be contained. You don't feel the tickle of stone, reaching toward you. This kind of brilliant idea to pull the already frozen stone hands off, twisted with a little bit of this weird darkness that seems seated in you.
Cool.
It does wash away. You're kind of sitting there, you turn around and look. You see Tynaricus, he's kind of standing there having just pooped himself. He's like, stupid snake. And he turns around and he looks at you, and you see fear in his eyes for a moment. And when that dark thing washes away, so too does his fear. It's like he saw something in you. Like maybe you guys could go out sometime.
Just shaking the head around.
I love that he turns around. It's the two of us. It's like, like laughing with each other.
Throwing back and forth.
There's a snake at his feet. He poops his pants.
Come on. Into the portal.
Yeah. So I just want to just pocket something else in here. So as all this is happening, because I can kind of see what you're about to do, right before, because I'm mind connected to him.
You cut us off first.
I cut us off first. Because I have he's on call waiting. I got the call waiting. So I pop in there and I say to him, I hope that you find redemption and good values in the afterlife, and you choose to help whatever that means to fight the blight in the afterlife. Because I know that there is souls that are fighting against, and I don't know where he's gonna go or what's gonna happen, but I just
You're
plant the
guessing
seed.
It's not Mount Celestia.
Probably not. Probably gonna go hang out with some demons and some
You
devils,
pierce through.
but-
You do have that mental link with him, and you feel like the experience of his soul within his body is somewhat fragmented right now. It's hard to find him even in his self. And so you say these words, you hear them echo, and you're kind of waiting for some response in this kind of mind fog. And you just hear his voice scream back, I will burn in this stone forever. I will be back. And finally, you feel like this big wall of stone pushes you out of his mind. And you feel one more strand of hair turn to stone.
3's the magic number.
That's it, you have 3 now. It's dope. Like a Final Fantasy lead character.
Yeah.
All right, Rex, dope. You got anything else?
Nah, thank you for that. I'm good.
Yo,
I'm just
thank
gonna
you.
hang
That
tight
was
with
so
Dale.
dope. I'm literally just like, I can't wait to try to make that in art.
Yeah.
It's just like the 2 hands in the mouth with the stone. I think I have all the stuff I need to make that work.
Add that to our wall.
Yeah.
Trophy.
That's so dope.
You said we were collecting heads.
Yeah. Well, oh my God. I'll write that down.
Collecting heads.
Yeah. Good one.
This is one of those ones I need to write a clear note to myself. Heads. Because
Heads.
sometimes it'll just be like,
Heads.
this one just says, Vrolly has no hands. In all caps.
Oh
Oops, all wrist.
All right, I'll make that for sure because that's too cool. Man, maybe I'll shoot that to Dan and get that 3D printed. All right.
Yeah.
You guys are so freaking cool. I love playing D&D. It had been a while. I just want to remind you how dope it is. All right, sweet. So that's Rex. And again, this is kind of like the first tap you realize of this strange, like what that weird dark pit that was somewhat set into you when you failed your trial. All right, that brings us up to Tynaricus. You know, you've watched this all go down. The Vrolly now, you know, you see, even you kind of sense this strange darkness, almost the same vibe you get from this imprint of yourself washes over your friend, you know, for a moment. You see him reach toward the wrists and then rip his whole head and hands off.
That was a lot, man. Is everything okay? You good? You hiding something like pent up?
No, we're good. We got him.
Oh no, I'm
We got the rock. We got the guy.
thrilled. It's great.
it.
I don't know if we should beach ball the head right now, but but don't let it touch the floor.
Yeah, don't let it touch the floor.
Do you have like a rucksack or something? Can we put it in Gil?
Put it in Gil.
Can we put it in
Just so it's your head and because
Floating around in
Yeah.
It's the one catch and it just.
Yeah. It's in neat. Oh no, it's like Krang.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You're like, what's up with that? You're like, oh, it's just, I'm just holding it.
What? What's up? What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just holding it, Mom. I was just holding it. Holding it for a friend. Yeah. I'm just holding this for a friend.
That's it. So yeah, you see the head of your familial linked born ally, enemy, floating in
Just
the goo.
Floating
in the midst of Gil.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right. I'm even gonna say it. You're smart. You're just like, but some of it's on the like. You're not gonna take the stone and put it inside.
No.
Yeah. Because the whole point of having it be the stone hands of him carrying it was that the effect would be. You're just like, yeah,
Stone.
You turn to stone. Oh, that's twice as hard to get out.
goddamn!
Maybe
that
you
stuff,
pass
guys?
the save now, and it's like an M&M. There's like a hard shell and a soft gooey thing inside.
No.
Like a Skittle. I think I should have got a Skittle there.
No, I liked M&M.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
It's a good choice.
Thanks, guys. I liked it too.
I believe in you.
Snack-based
I turned around too quick on that. All right, so here you go, Tynaricus. You see this evil imprint of yourself, you know, with a fresh number 2 floating around in his battle garments. You know, some tears streaming down his eyes from the emotional distress you share with him. But you, however, are not subject to the same darkness that sits in the pit of your stomach. What do?
Bad way to start a fight, my friend, with his soupy deuce.
Yeah, right. He lost his AOO.
Well, I guess he's not dangerous to
So kill him.
really anyone anymore. So
His link is broke now.
Yeah.
With Sylvia.
Sylvia's
She
not
doesn't
in
Shout
danger
that out too. We're
anymore.
just like, remember the last time you showed mercy on a guy? Fucking kill him.
Yeah. Kill him.
As we're goofing around by the headless statue.
And then I'm like, yeah, but it's still nice to show mercy sometimes, guys. But I don't want to totally lose it.
I'm sorry if it's weird that I'm good. That's a good point, Sylvia. It's a good point.
Let's speak a little snake.
I'm the first person to cut someone's heads off, guys. But like, let's still show mercy.
I'm sorry that I'm showing a little restraint when it comes to killing myself. Just a little. I mean, I want to. He's an asshole, but clearly.
But you're not.
Oh.
And that is not you.
Well, now I have to kill him. So
Prove you're right.
Yeah.
I guess let's go to Fucktown.
Going to Fucktown.
Go to fuck.
Oh, shit.
Where's my 20s at?
Fucktown dervishes, bro. Forget about the mercenaries.
Oh, dude, the Fucktown Dervishes, those guys are great. They had a really good season last year.
Yeah, bro.
The Fucktown
Their
Dervishes.
Cleos was off the charts.
Oh
Off the
man.
charts, that Cleos.
Just regular, right? Just regular.
Yeah, he. Let me pull him up here. So I can give him some like evil guy stats.
No, it is here.
That's every DM's trick. It's like it's a reflection of you, but it's a little stronger because it's got
Just a
fight
little
your whole
evil.
party. Sorry, welcome behind the screen.
With shit in his
17?
He's got shit in his pants though. 17 AC miss.
Why am I asking you? I know what my fucking
I
AC
feel
is.
like he should have. He's got poop in his pants.
He does share your armor.
I was like, he's got my AC, right? I'm an idiot.
Disadvantage.
No.
Because he's sleeping because of the poop in his
No,
pants.
that's why he didn't get his AOs.
The hand just slaps the poop in the pants.
No, you guys kind of see this cool moment. All of a sudden, Tynaricus, as you strike your first blow, starting with your giant fist Ubaru's grasp. Remember, he has kind of like the mirrored image of the stone from like the Blightbringer statue. And so you see as you swing, he swings as well. And there's almost this like spiral effect of other fights of you guys fighting, other outcomes, other versions of this thing, similar to that last time where you stood and saw him the first time. And so it's like as you swing, you see many other versions. Somewhere you rolled way better and somewhere you didn't. And you can see like 6 different battles between you and him kind of tapping into this time magic all around you. And so distracted by one of the return swipes from his imprint, you kind of pull your attack and manage to defend yourself from a strike that wasn't real. You guys can all kind of feel that tiny wobbliness that you first felt going into the temple, where you first were trying to track down Vrolly for the trial of Tynaricus.
Yeah, all of that. I'm gonna go for attack number 2 then.
You reset.
God damn it! Another fucking 8.
Another 8. Not to.
It's episode 17 again. I'm
17.
not hitting myself, guys.
You see that
Not
two
hitting
strikes.
yourself. Not hitting yourself. Not hitting yourself.
You see there's this strange bent to this 6 versions of this battle. You would think, like in the representations, it would be half positive and half negative.
You would
but you
think.
can kind of see as this like poisonous cloud of the blight infects the very veins of the world itself. It seems like most of the outcomes are bad. You watch as yourself is struck 6 different times in 6 different ways, but one of them is real. You feel the blast on your face. It's no damage or anything. It's just how he blocked your attack. He knocks you off your base, and stands smiling, looking at you. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Says the guy who shit his pants. All right.
Hey, check your pants, and you shit them too. It's
Oh no! I look so foolish.
How did I not know?
I should have checked before I said
check
anything.
again.
So stupid.
He uses his inspiration. Check again. No AOs, bro. No, that would cripple your character. Your character's built on AOs. All right. So yes, unfortunately, your 2 strikes. You see again evenly matched. Your very own strengths turned against you through this other imprint of yourself. Stat for stat, he keeps matching you. I gotta refresh this. Sorry. So yeah, you got anything else?
I do have the bonus.
Yeah, you still got a
action.
bonus.
So let's see if I can roll it. Oh, that's a 19, so that's gonna hit.
Yay!
That's the one.
'Cause
You
that'll
got
be
your
a
third strike.
28.
28 AC is a hit.
28 AC will hit.
You finally attune to like these different realities, and you look at the outcome that's good, and
You're like, I want to go to that.
yeah,
I want to go to
you like Minority Report, and you're like, click, bleh, and you pull it into yourself. You see he's shifted strangely as if you're like taking control of this augmentation and using it to your purpose, being the creator of it in the first place.
5 plus 5, 10.
All right, 10 damage, nice.
Damage?
Not enough.
Damage.
He's still going. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just make sure that's the right help. It is. He's in really bad shape, but he is still going. You see, he kind of spits, as the strike hits him. Do you want to? How do you get him with that third strike?
Well, like you said, if we're seeing all these different realities and stuff around us, we're gonna be like, oh, I want to go, and then he'll look up there, and I'll just woo!
I like that
Got you
last.
looking.
Got one last one in there. Like,
You're all kind of,
You're gonna wake up earlier than that, Grandpa. Come on.
Rex, you're about to catch the head being thrown by Gil, and suddenly it's like, and you're catching the head being thrown by Rex. Like, all of you guys feel this weird shift as he kind of like equips one of these alternate times. This kind of, you feel that convulsion of magic centering down. The stone certainly is having a huge effect on this, but so too the temple and that strange dark magic source from before. And so in this moment, he's managed to hold his own against you guys for a while. You got anything else, Tynaricus?
I unfortunately do not.
All right. It is
at this time.
Shay's turn.
I'm gonna hit him! I rolled a 7.
Or are you?
Well,
God,
Plus 9 doesn't work, right?
No.
Yeah.
Um,
Dang it!
It's a 20, guys.
You see, there's still that kind of like vibrant
I'm not
feeling
strong.
of
It's just
Vrolly's
I've
anger.
got good armor.
You know, you believe in a redemption. You believe in giving
I mean,
this
I am
out.
strong,
But again, like the 3 stone pieces of hair slapping you in the face, it just kind of
Right.
throws your mind off. Your soul knife abilities, you throw it, the dagger doesn't land.
Yeah, because everybody left that I was hiding behind, so I'm not hidden anymore, guys. I'm like also
Took my
mad at all
shoes
of you.
off
Oh, were you
Guys.
hiding behind me?
I was, but
I'm
it's okay.
sorry, I didn't
you
know
left
that.
me. No, it's okay. I'm sneaky. No one knew I was there. It's fine.
Yes,
But,
exactly.
yeah.
That's.
But I'm gonna use my bonus action and try to hit him again.
All right.
Ah.
Rolls ain't with you guys tonight.
Man, oh,
Not,
man.
they're just not. I'm just gonna move closer. Where are you at now? I'll move you. Are you up here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go behind you.
Oh,
Hide behind the door.
Now I'm behind the door. Hey man, my cool new ability, as long as part of my body is hidden,
Yeah.
I am gone.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, rogues have some really cool stealthy stuff at higher levels. I'm excited for you guys to see some like where these all your classes are. They're all really dope classes. Actually, Paladin of the Crown. Never actually seen played, so this is like a fun test of that.
we'll see.
And so far, the rolls
Oh,
just like,
wait.
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
I just read something.
She's
What
just
is
read it.
I did. Oh gosh. Oh no.
Gosh,
All
should
right.
we
Here we go.
smoke to reading?
Smoke to reading.
reading.
Just to
It's
reading, guys.
fundamental.
Dun-dun-dun.
It's good for you. Touch that flame.
Yeah. What
Oh,
is
yes.
it? If you make an attack roll with your psychic blades and miss the target, you can roll 1 sonic die and add the number rolled on the attack.
That's right.
Ooh.
So you can, and remember, it's like Psionic Knack or whatever I think might be the name. It's something
It's
close.
homing strike.
Homing strike. I can't remember.
Homing strike?
So yes, you get to roll one of yours. And what's
What
cool
was
about
mine?
it, if it doesn't work, you
I
don't
don't
lose
lose
it.
it.
Yeah, that's soul dice are so crazy.
So it's
So
true
it would
if
have been
you
a
don't use it,
16,
you
right? That I got. I got or what did I
Here,
rolled?
yeah, sorry. Again,
should have done
stupid
it before,
slow,
maybe.
old
Not a
slow
shit.
computer. What is it? Are you up to D8s now?
Yes.
Yes. So it'd be 1D8, and then you would add that.
To
So you rolled what originally?
the first one I rolled was 7.
Which would be a
seven.
total of
7 plus 9.
okay, 16. You would need a
16.
4 better.
Okay.
He's adorable.
6.
No! Alright, so first
I get to hit him.
Fuck yeah.
Hit him, bugaboo.
All right, so the first strike hits. That will be a sneak attack because you have allies within 5 feet.
It's like, do you need more dice?
Okay, so then it is a 3, a 4, a 6, a 6, a 6, a 1, and a 2.
28.
Woo.
28 damage.
Wow.
Hey,
Look.
Oh gosh, it's getting so good.
Yay!
He's got all those little.
So what, you just draw snakes? This is something I didn't know. It's a good snake draw. Yeah. Over here, like, here, my snakes are they look like S's with a little tongue.
Hey, but that's still a snake.
Still a snake.
That's right, Brenna.
Really cute.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
good
you,
enough.
Brenna.
I'm snake.
No, it isn't. Prove it to me, you son of a bitch.
Show me on the snake.
Show me on the snake.
All right.
Right on the snake where she yelled at you.
Okay,
Where's she?
Shay. You also have a dark urge planned from your redemption test, if you recall. So in this moment, because you did kill him, but I'm gonna plant the seed the same way, and I will probably manipulate with whatever you described, similar to how I did with Jake. You feel that surge, that hatred of Vrolly cuts through you, and for a second you feel almost as if a layer of shale skin covers your own body, and you like yoke out, like suddenly you have the small dexterous you like Dragon Ball Z. It gets super strong. You see the blades coming around all out of your mind start turning into small axes and like weapons of torture, cats of 9 tails, rather than the effective sharp blades. But you look up, you look into the eyes of Tynaricus Onyx Heart standing right in front of his mirror. What do you do?
Okay, so I because this is a cool epic moment, I'm gonna do fun things. So I charge all of my weapons that have now turned into these weapons of torture, and I turn into my devil friend, and I look like him, and I feel like all this fire around me because of the magic of the moment, and then I just annihilate him.
You see the blades fly. Everybody within 5 feet of him as well, just take a damage. Just 1 damage.
Sorry, guys.
Nothing that'll kill you. but everybody near, within 5 feet of him. It's just as if there's just too much. You just kind of unleash, and you see these shearing, sharp blades, axes, flails with hooked tips for fleshing the skin away. You just kind of reach out with this psychic rage, and you, for a moment, you feel like almost as if the strong fists of Vrolly banging down with your magic.
I'm just outside of it, so it's like
Yeah.
the idea is that like if I had eyebrows, they would have been singed off. Yeah.
I missed your last catch and it landed on my toe.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
where I get that damage. I'm like,
Dang.
Yeah.
You see each one
Perfect timing.
wrap into him. And, again, he's still kind of exchanging blows in this moment with Tynaricus. All this happening within the same 6-second window. And suddenly you see this outstretched reality, as you watch him kind of dive in and out. And he attempts to reach out for one, and you see the cat of nine tails just rips into his hand and peels his skin away.
Yeah.
You see his skeleton still trying to reach out for one of these alternate timelines where his fortunes are better. But as he reaches out, you see the last of his life essence. He turns over and he looks at you, and you see he smiles, and you feel that weird, dark pill in your stomach. And then again, as experienced by Rex, washes away. You look, you see him, all tattered and torn, not sharply executed the way an assassin, the way your training is, but torn to bits the way a torturer would flay someone in their captivity. And he kind of stumbles forward. You see he reaches out with a staff, and it just breaks into a pile of coal. She falls down, looks up at you, Tynaricus. You had your chance. We'll be back. And you see he turns into coal.
Wow.
There's just ash and coal on the ground beside him. The swirling vortex all around you just washes away. The walls still slowly turning to stone around you. Vrolly's headless arms and body still dead. Yo!
Just in time.
Here we go.
Right.
Who's bringing it in? Who came in? Is this a new friend? Is this a new buddy? Let me check it out here. You look new. Maybe not.
Dummies and
Dummies,
dice rolls.
yeah, dummies, dice rolls. Welcome in, guys. Holy crap.
Thank you, guys.
From a fellow dummy. Thank you guys so
Yay,
much.
we're
Hey,
dumbos
buds, if you
too.
are here and you haven't followed them, which probably you might not,
Oh, yeah.
do us a favor. Go over there, give them a follow. We keep the trains rolling, guys. Thanks for bringing your party our way.
Yeah.
Just throw them. Do it. I dare you.
Do it,
Um,
or else.
But
Something
yes,
crazy.
you guys have just, defeated Tynaricus Onyxheart. You see him, turn into this pile of ash and coal at your feet. You kind of turn back. You see the stone form of Vrolly, headless, still petrified from touching the stone. And then within you, you have the stone head, with the Everearth stone crushed into its mouth, the hands of Vrolly Shalefist over its mouth. You're all kind of standing there in the room, and the walls start shaking. You start looking around in the shifting ancient stone that, makes up this temple. As it becomes petrified, it looks more and more like cave walls. As this stone, even though not creating a maelstrom around you guys that's turning you to stone, it is still just so powerful that it's seemingly like freezing everything around you to earth. What do you do?
Should we get out of here?
Maybe we should get
I don't
this to a
know. I
safer
thought maybe
place.
we'd build like a summer home here. Of course, we should get the fuck out of here.
I take out one of my little vials, because I always have little vials with me, and I
Oh.
just scoop in a little bit of the coal ash that he's turned into and just put it in there and close it. Just to take
Yeah.
it with me.
such a
Write it down.
necromancer who would be so
Write
proud.
it down.
Yes, it would be very
Write it down and
proud.
write it down detailed. Because that's one of those
Okay,
ones where you'd be
great.
like, Vile Vrolly.
Vile
It's like,
Vrolly.
what would that mean?
Tynaricus coal.
Yeah, D&D notes can be
What's a
painful.
Vrolly? Yeah.
I'm gonna phase out of my snake form.
Give a little
Yeah.
one last
Yes.
before you go. All right, you're kind of like looking around, recovering from this epic battle, the series of battles. This kind of chase sequence down here to get to him and everything. But as you're looking around, there's the way you guys came, as well as continuing caves that shift off all around you. You knew the way here. That was given to you by Durgo, who kind of helped guide you guys along the way. But you also know that the caves and the earth around you are full of menacing monsters. So would you wish to follow the trail from whence you came, or continue on in a new direction?
Couldn't I just dimension door?
I think teleportation circle would have enough people. Dimension door, I think, is you and one other person.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Dimension Door is just one or two people. So.
Yeah, up to
That's
two, maybe.
true.
Yeah, sorry.
It's up to two.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
up to two.
one or two.
So you could, again, you guys are a little deeper than you were before, but if you got back to that point, where that tunnel fell, and you've already dimension doored up that one, so that is a possibility.
No, but if I can only take 2 people, then
Can I go ahead and cast a new spell of mine? It's a new spell called Find the Path.
Yeah, hit me with that spell, bro.
Kind of works that we're underground too. It's just like goes back to where I came from.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Makes sense. Let me see.
They're scooping Vrolly into the
Night
vial.
Precarious.
Scooping evil tie into a vial.
gross.
So range is just self. It allows me to find the shortest, most direct physical route to a specific fixed location that we are familiar with on the same plane of existence. If you name a destination on another plane of existence, a destination that moves, or a destination isn't specific, like Green Dragon's Lair, the spell will fail.
Okay.
So if we're trying to get back to Rembrandt and give him stone number 2,
Then yeah, remember
because he's
Rembrandt
going to
was
meet up
going
with
to the
Glacius.
west. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's going to the west. You came from the east.
So I don't know if that's specific enough, or if we have enough Cleos to go to.
Yeah, just because
Fox's
again,
house.
it's been a few weeks. There's a lot of like things out there, noticeable places you guys could go. Boxo, you haven't seen in a while. The Meteor is a location you know of. The Black Gates is a place. The Shale Soul. Just because I haven't done my due and given you like a solid map of these locations yet. So just kind of highlighting some, and and as well, Rembrandt is going to the Westlands, and so to a region out there. So any of those, this is an opportunity for the party to kind of reflect again. The walls around you turning to stone, not like by the minute or anything, but it's like you can see that just this stone has this effect in its immediate area.
I do worry about us holding on to this stone and not getting it to a safe place, because like if we go somewhere else and we take this with us and something happens, we
Go to
could
an orphanage,
cause.
aren't you? You're going to
We
an
could just turn the whole orphanage into stone, and then we're those guys. We're the turn
Again,
orphanages
you wanna be
into
those guys.
stones guys.
You're those
Orphanages
guys
and
again.
If it's not fire, it's stone with you guys.
Each season of the show is just different ways to massacre an orphanage.
Yeah. So I feel like we should get the stone to the safe place and then move forward from there.
And
With Rembrandt?
With Rembrandt,
Or,
well,
yeah.
okay, I was like,
That's who
where did
Are
we
we
decide
able-
that was?
Yeah.
Is
exactly.
his big old diamond castle? He was his castle, so
Yes.
he's like
Yeah.
a self-contained.
That is true.
Fortress.
It is a thing that moves, however. So there is a bit of chance where it's like if he's currently, if you say that and he's a moving thing, it would fail. Right?
Yeah, it
but
would-
if he's planted, and you don't know right now, but maybe other abilities or something. If anybody has anything that might help with that, I like this idea. It's just this notion of.
Anyone have, what is it, scrying? Or?
I did not write down. He did tell you where he was going though, because the whole plan was that you guys would meet him. So let me check my notes. While you're checking your guys' stuff, allow me to check my notes. Okay. While
While this is happening,
Yes.
Gil is going, I'm so mad about you, Tynaricus. So Gil's entertaining themselves.
Yeah. Gil, do me a favor.
Yeah.
As this portal kind of fades away, go and give me an investigation check. You're just kind of like peeking around.
I'm on investigator.
Should probably eat a cookie about that.
Well, I got a 21.
Nice. Okay, so as you're looking over, go and roll me 1d100.
Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what I think?
What do you fucking think?
Wow. Okay. 33.
All right. Sorry.
Nothing crazy.
It's going super slow here.
Nothing.
As you look around, you see that there's in this ancient kind of temple that you guys have gone into. At this point, there's been all these battles and everything, but there was the central area had like a big giant food table on it. You're kind of like looking, it's all like ancient foods and everything. But you see that there's this little knife that's kind of sitting, gleaming on it, and you're like, I bet that's magic. There's like a little sharp, knife just kind of stabbed into a turkey on the table.
Can I pick up a napkin and pick up the knife? I
Yeah,
wanna
totally.
touch- I don't want to touch nothing.
Yeah, you pick it up. It is, you kind of grab it from the table, looking around.
What kind of magic type was like sparkly? Is it on fire?
You see you like hold it out, and while you're looking at all the different foods, and when you think of a food, it appears around the knife.
Ooh!
Ah, gosh. Regret. Regret item later, Brandon.
I like it.
Vrolly has no hands.
It's just down there.
So shocked.
Did you put it with exclamations too?
No, I ran out of space because it says goose. next to it, and I ran out of space. But I would have. I would have, and not only I would have made it the circle one with the big triangle that you do the little strike down. That's like when I really mean exclamation point. It's like a 3D exclamation point. Okay, so yeah, you do manage to find this little like magical, it's a mundane magical dagger, but it does generate like whatever food that you think of, and sure, that might become something fun to play with. So yeah, as you guys are going along, a crag dyer was the city that he's going to in the west.
Great.
A crag dial?
Yeah, crag dyer was the one, if you guys recall, that was taken over by a mercenary group.
Oh,
That's what
That was
I-
one of the options you had early on.
And that's in the west.
That's in the west.
And
In the west.
what direction is the meteor?
So the meteor is at the center of the continent. You guys have actually come from the south. You went west and then you started heading back toward the center. So it's not too far. I mean, almost equidistant. If you go north, you'll be underneath the meteor. You guys are in a cave system below. So you don't know how intense or how those storms are affected underneath the earth.
Well, we know the meteor's not moving.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the meteor, but I'm also interested in the safety of these elementals.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you know your
Doesn't
mom
feel like
does.
we can go there. I think we should
Yeah.
just get the
they've been-
stones
absolutely.
away from us. and-
Absolutely.
Haven't they
we're
been
not
surrounded with
responsible.
storms
Yeah.
too? Like, I think they should be, if the theory's right, like they should be diminishing since we've gotten some stones
Should
at
be
this point.
getting rid
But
of them.
Yeah.
we gotta get
Yeah.
that maelstrom because it's your mom.
Yeah.
We gotta go see your mom.
Yeah, eventually.
And give her a stern talking to. Mom,
Perhaps she could join the helping committee.
as long as she's not going to hit people off of places anymore, right? She whacked
own
you
dog.
off of.
That's true. A conversation is to be had,
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sylvia, you feel this, this strong call, you witnessed the kind of origin of this meteor come to Earth, this strange reality of you being out of place in time, this 1,000 years earlier and from the place that you came from, and you can kind of hear that astral melody, that void of nothing but the burgeoning of life, particles popping in and out of existence, this kind of vibration that fills the universe around you. You feel it kind of calling, like you wouldn't even need the spell to know which way to go. But with you, at that point, you have all these options in front of you. Do you want to go with Cragdire as the location or?
See, the thing is with that is, I literally came out of Cool Boston, so I don't think I'm as familiar with the map, so I don't think it would work quite yet. I need to learn a few more things. But remember I put that symbol at the campsite with Durgo?
Yes.
Can I use word of recall? I get 5 people who want to go with. We can just...
Fast
2,
travel.
3, 4. Boom, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
that works great.
Because we etched it in the rock, and it's funny, it's supposed to be your deity, but I etched the Lily constellation.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that... I don't feel
In
very...
fact, you
I don't
feel
feel
the
very
dark pit
David-ish
within.
anymore.
I'm
Like,
I just do it all the time. Now everything you do, I make evil.
It's all
This game
evil.
isn't fun anymore.
Feeling more starry now.
So yeah, you guys notice, again, you see the walls around you shifting into a little bit of stone. As what does it look like when you call word of recall?
I think, especially because I've got a little bit of that thaumaturgy, just kind of there's been so much crackling and just all the sounds around. It's just nothing, no peace. So just kind of go back quiet.
Ooh. It's like that quiet when it snows. So like snow takes up absorbs all the sound. So it's just
Yeah.
quiet.
You feel that kind of glow as you start calling your magic together. You remember the blue campfire, the symbol you etched on the wall. You're almost for a second again, it's this strange, weird time wave. You're almost like remembering your walk down from that very moment, the battle with the purple worm, it being brought back to life by the Iceborne coming down, the shifting landfall that you managed to avoid climbing down, meeting this strange skeleton that spoke of ancient heroes and, that's just kind of surges through you all at once. And then you see that symbol in front of your eyes once again. And as you reach out to touch it, you are there.
It's almost like the Soul Reaver when you go from level to level.
Exactly like that. Yes.
You can see the symbol.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly.
Soul Reaver though. Yeah.
That was a great PlayStation demo disc. Was on
Yes.
the Soul
Oh
Reaver
my
and
God,
Metal Gear
Soul Reaver's
Solid.
so good.
And Spyro, yeah. It was good.
Legacy of Kain, bro. Legacy of Kain. So yes, as you guys kind of feel that shifting stone all around you, as the room around you guys, you don't have the same effect. The magic takes you there, but you just kind of see him cast the spell. You look up at the walls, and you swear you start to see in the stone of the walls these rows of teeth start forming. Suddenly at the blue, not blue anymore because the fire's not there, but the campfire now extinguished, the smooth stone walls that surround you, the sandstone pit that you all, labored and camped with the Iceborn. Their tents no longer there, no sign of them at all. In fact, such proficient hunters, they leave no mark when they leave. You guys, however, there's like bottle caps all over the place. There's like goo on that little crack that you went through. And it's clear you guys have been in this
I'm
camp.
trailing star sand
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's everywhere.
It's so glittery.
It's in
It's so hard to get out.
Yeah.
But no, you guys actually, there is a rare moment in all of this never-ending chaos where once again, as a group, you have kind of focused yourself toward a certain direction, saw the mission through, achieved the nearly thought impossible, and now have managed to collect 2 of these massive stones. It's like, again, that same kind of wavelength of like, oh my gosh, before that we had battled this strange, this creature floating in with these lanterns that drew you in and paralyzed you, the appearance of Rembrandt, the battle with the fire slags. And you're just like, oh man, thinking back to that first battle with the young purple worm. As you guys were all riding in this wagon and you were like, wait, how do we end up in that wagon? This wasn't the reality you all saw, but an illusion that had been cast. You go back one step further and you're like, Boxo. And you all kind of turn and look, and you see this little goblin sitting there spinning a knife
Oh my god.
in his fingers. Wow, it's good to see you, friends. And that's where we're gonna pick it up after intermission.
Belted in
Like, oh no, intermission's coming.
Felt it creeping.
Felt it in my bones.
Boxo. I gotta stretch my voice out a little more. I've done a couple Boxo episodes and been like, you fool. Oh my gosh, thanks to all the buds, old and new, that have been hanging with us, guys. Chat is cracking me up tonight. So thanks for everybody who brought their raids our way. We do a 10-minute intermission here. Check out all the incredible original art. All the music you hear on the show is done by one creative, brilliant man, Sandy Stein. All original music as well. And so, yeah, a lot of the bud submitted art, as well as Vlad Kolonik, our incredible artist, who does just, so many amazing things. Please check out this incredible stuff. And we'll be back in 10 minutes after we fill up our waters. Do the same. Make sure you're sipping along with us if you're at home. Got a real joint. And we'll be back in 10 minutes to talk to Boxo.
Yay, Boxo.
Shorty.
I'll see you in
Oh
10.
man, remember that other me that shit himself?
what's up? Welcome back, buds, to Weed&d. I am your dungeon master, Brandon McClain. My buds call me Bam. Thanks so much for hanging with us tonight, guys. The Pop Positive live tabletop role-playing experience is that's how I do it every time. Thank you guys for hanging. Seriously, chat's killing me tonight. Miss Christina's here. PR Scorpio quits life. Vancouver by night. What's up, homie? We're gonna be linking up with them a little later to help them with a little charity campaign that they are setting up. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Definitely give them a follow if you're not following them already. Huge thanks to all of our raiders, and we've had so many nice people come in. Some new buds joining us at the table. So thanks so much for being here, guys. We hope you're having a good time, and we hope you remember that you're dope. You're like an awesome person.
Yeah.
Or else.
You guys wrecked. You battled your ferocious copy of old Tynaricus,
very cool.
and managed to get yourself back to the old campground. Now the art that I have for it has the blue fire, so I hope you'll forgive me.
No.
That you will still
I don't
see.
think I
You'll see
could
the blue
forgive you.
fire.
Never.
We'll do better next.
You better.
Can you, though?
I try. Yeah.
Can you?
I'm sorry. I just wish that you could see a little more of my effort in all of this. Titty Prime, what's up, girl? Awesome DM, pro DM that has been lovely. Ran a couple games for our community as well. Awesome people. David G-Roll.
G-roll.
Dave Roll.
I had another Dave Grohl sighting the other day. Like that, just like awkward stop. Like a guy looked at me and and then like he came back and he was looking at me and he was like, nah.
And you're like,
Did
no.
you say no to me? Like, I didn't do this. But it's like when you've had enough of them. Darko's in the house. Good to see you, bud. When you had enough of them, you just know what they are now. You're just like, I know, I get it. I was like sweaty from tournament, so I was like, that's usually when it happens. Because I'm wearing like wizard pants, like smoking outside about back of the show, and it's like, okay, that's probably David Grohl. Even I'm like,
Gotta
whoa.
be David.
And remember, if your resolution isn't very good on your monitor, I am David Grohl.
That guy told his friends he saw Dave Grohl that night.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't believe it.
He was wearing his wizard pants. Everything.
As he does.
Yeah.
Thanks for that sub, Darko. So yeah, you guys managed to take down a nice BBEG, obtaining the Everearth Stone, getting yourself magically back to the campsite with the blue fire that is there for the reasons I have built into the lore of the world.
Yep. Are they cool?
Nice.
They are.
They were kissing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show.
Like, are you?
So earlier back here, they were just like sitting, and their little hands were held. And I looked at Abby, and I was like, Abby, look, they're holding their little hands. And then I looked down, and I had bumped into them, so I was moving them back. Not Nicole saw.
No, I
So it was cute.
You mentioned, you didn't neglected to mention where we kissed. And
Yeah,
they said,
she was like, "Man, kiss." I was like, This is D&D for those of you that don't know.
Never make us fight them, please.
Never.
Yeah.
And now we will.
I know.
No, next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or right now.
The orphan brothers.
No.
All right, though. Steph got some cotton candy.
There you go.
I'm having some right now.
There you go.
Man, yeah, what did I tell you about? I was like, I usually don't roll purple for the show. For this reason.
We going
man, you know,
crazy.
besides we all just sat around eating stuff for like 9 minutes. All right. We also were reintroduced to one of our favorite NPCs,
Yay,
Boxo.
Boxo.
Has come back to the camp. You guys got anything else?
I'm gonna do the classic lean in. So did we level up?
Oh,
No.
worth a shot.
What if we all lean? Everybody lean!
The gem is still yet to be determined. I would say, as we do your tier, when you deliver this gem, now you have it. You got to get it back somewhere. And so where that is to be determined. What's up, HFS? Good to see you. Wazam, baby.
Wazam.
Definitely check out High Frequency Studios if you are not there. Another awesome creator,
Put a lot of
long-time
stuff
friend of
out.
the show. So yeah, dudes, what do you say we jump back in? Whoa!
Oh man, every time.
Right in the schnoz.
All right.
Every time. Same spot. I don't know. Just like. Look at that blue fire.
Look at him. What a little guy. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Huge shout out to Sean, who made that art for Boxa. All right, you guys are sitting in, the blue campsite.
What the fuck? You have one job. I have so many jobs.
You do. You have so many jobs.
So many.
All right.
The blue
God,
fire
I'm
is still
so
burning,
sorry.
obviously, because the picture shows that it is. And
Right.
I had
Yeah.
explained why in a previous episode. Maybe you forgot it. Maybe it's on you guys. Maybe it's not on me. But yes, you see the grimacing smile of Boxo, his tan little tunic that he wears, all the many gemstone rings all over his fingers, extravagant wealth. Master of the Salt Roads, the first treatise between Queen Mab and the races of men to allow them to travel through the world, protected by the salt magic that he kind of spreads along the paths. The person that gathered you all together and led you on this expedition north in the first place. And you see him sitting there as you all magically appear. He's like halfway through, like putting on some eyeliner or something because he has like little face makeup. He's like doing his makeup, and you guys come. He's like and like scoots up his eye.
Little cat eye.
Good to see you, friends.
Yeah.
You see he kind of gestures over to the side down that cave, similarly where your caravan came through. His like wagons and stuff are there. Shay, you're kind of like peeking around. No sign of your brother at this moment. But yes, you see him. He's like, well, it's been quite a while, friends. Gil. Steal anything from me lately?
Oh, that's just one of those things you just keep bringing up.
All the time.
Yeah.
Never forget.
One time.
Well, you see, as you guys are standing there, even the walls, the sand on the ground kind of shaking a little bit. The stone being in this area is still having an effect on the area around you. Not quite as amplified by the magic temple that it was in before, but you can see it is having an effect on all of the earth around you guys. Strange magic's afoot. Powerful magics. What have you got?
I just got some head, and then I
You see he does his traditional backflip that him and Divid so long ago did. He spins in the air a couple times and claps his hands together. Oh, Gil, you kill me.
No, I
Holding the severed head.
Large magics in your hands there, Gil. What do you plan to do with it? So far, you've all excelled even my expectations for you. I thought I would meet with you around the corpse of a worm. Yet there are two in your wake. Quite powerful team we've assembled, eh? He smiles.
We like to fuck shit up, I suppose. Or else. Help. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Help. Sorry, new.
And help you have. Rumors have spread already. The lowering of the elemental storms have allowed some of the former cities to reconvene. You have had an impact on this empire, similar to your bloodline.
Right.
So what do you aim to do with this stone now that you've found it?
Well.
You know a Rembrandt? You know Rembrandt? You know where he's at?
You see his eyes grow large. The dragon.
Yeah, big gem dragon looking
Yeah,
guy.
really cool dragon.
He reads books.
He's part of the helping committee
Yep.
as well.
We had a
He
couple
joined.
slumber parties.
They glow. Yeah.
Interesting. I never would have assumed one of your ilk would team with the crystal dragon.
Huh?
How does that set with you?
I really don't know yet. I'm as surprised as you are, but I've learned a lot since we last met, since I met these guys. Oh boy. I just think back to the chair and the vision from the chair.
Indeed. The legacy of your people says the gem dragons are not to be trusted. I think they fear their power. Worshippers of the chromatics, these gem dragons exceed their power tenfold. You have allied yourself with Rembrandt.
Seems that way.
Technically, he's allied himself with us.
That's.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
I think there's a contract, isn't there, Presidente?
Yeah, of course, with the helping committee.
Might I see it?
Well,
No.
no. Bob.
With your eyes or with
You're right, that was a dick move.
That was very dick move, Boxo.
I'm sorry.
And then I turn into Boxo. Woo! Look what I can do, Boxo!
Oh, you gotta do his voice too.
Boxo! There it is. I got it. I turn back into Shay.
Did we Josh Boxo? Did you just Josh Boxo?
Josh,
Dude, that was Josh. Yeah, roll for joshing.
Okay.
do it. Let's see, can we break the curse?
9.
You see, it doesn't matter.
That
Plus 10,
means
'cause
no
Boxo
in
loves
German.
himself. You see, he's just like, I see you've got your magics back.
I do.
Some redemption, perhaps?
Yes.
Interesting. Friends with the Star Eater, eh? I thought when I accrued this group that some of your virtues would stand in opposition to those of those who seek similar aims. I find it strange. The kobold man allies with the crystal dragon who consumes stars for power. Child of the stars, the meteor herself, allied with him as well. What are you up to?
We're changing everything one step at a time. We've found ways to find acceptance amongst each other, and we're spreading that with others in hopes to create a team to fight the blight, because that is what's more important.
Have you heard it has consumed the western lands? The Fellsworn Kingdom army has fallen. The blight continues north. Mab has not been heard from. Strange developments in the land.
Wow.
Owen Wilson has said wow.
You said Mab hasn't been heard from at all.
Not for some time. Cries of the God Seed have reached the shores of all lands. Demons, devils, elves, Amaryllis. Friends of your committee seek this very seed. Strange the queen has not taken it herself.
Oh yeah, Gary told me about her.
He's better at stairs now.
Ain't that the truth?
Hard cut to Gary, but it's like gingerly one step at a time. It's like, all right.
Yeah, it's usually half
Using
your
the
movement
railing,
rate.
the hand railing.
He invented the handrail.
That's it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he invented the hand
Even
rail.
Green Hat Farms will help you get up any stairs. Your dad still hates it. Dumb. I'll use my feet like a man.
Yeah, he's done.
I don't walk with my hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Walk
He's
with
ripped.
my hands.
Dad was yoked.
He was.
But strange movements across the land. The kingdom of the owl in the west, kind of nods at you. Powers converging. Much at stake. What course will you follow? Which thread will you pull?
Well, we got to finish what we're doing here first, right?
Where to? I can offer you a ride if you wish to ride in the caravan.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Of
that's
course.
nice.
Boxo.
Always kind of
Spectacular.
you, Boxo.
We have many trinkets for sale. We have many smiths and craftsmen of many types. Basically, Boxo's caravan is like a moving city. So it's kind of like a base for you guys. It will move where you move, but it will give you
Just like that?
access to like a small, a place of rest, a place to use some of your money in exchange for goods, that kind of thing. If you'll remember, Boxo does sell the Ganjaria GANJA, and so the GANJA sheet would be at your disposal as well. But yeah, so that's just like the D&D of it all. Basically, this caravan functions as like a small base of operations for you guys. If you choose to use it, there's no, bullet to your head or anything. Boxo has, he is always just a strange guy, but he is like the head, basically, merchant of this entire world. So he has networks many places.
I would like to rest because I need all of my all of my bardics are not I don't have anything anymore.
I could use a rest too.
Is this something we can do mobily too? Because
Yes.
I want
That's
to
kinda
tell
what's
him
nice
not
about
to
the
go
caravan.
further, because
Yeah.
especially if the walls are starting to get a little
Yes,
rusty.
that is something kind of nice about the
Can
caravan.
I set up
inside.
Inside the caravan, your tent.
Yeah. Can I be a tent that everyone stays in inside the caravan?
Yes.
Yeah.
On top
If
of
you've got the slot left for the spell, yes.
Oh, yeah. Do you have the slot?
It doesn't really matter. You're safe anyway. So just for narrative effect, it's fine.
It's
Yeah.
We'll count
get
as
the
a
option
ritual
of a
this
full
time.
rest. And you would be traveling
Oh,
while
I do
you
because I
do so.
didn't use any of those. Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, you guys, at this point, you guys have just overcome some pretty massive battles. Again, I don't like the idea of damage simply as just the amount of blood in your body or anything. There is an emotional toll that is taken on you, each of you having to face some pretty grim sections of your past. And these alternate realities, these questions of your grandfather and what's going on with him. Oh my gosh, thank you, Gino, for all those gift subs. It's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, yay.
For the bits. Thanks for the biddies. But yeah, again, it's like all of this, these moments, so many things have happened that it's like some of them are just catching back up with your minds. This like, some of the beans have been spilled in certain areas. Some of the truth of your conditions in this dark moments where you were taken over with this strange sensation. All of these currently living within your own minds. And so there is a bit of like, you need to rest. And also it feels like the party needs to rest a little bit. There's this pulling tension between the personal journeys that all of you have and this kind of overarching call to this destiny you've been chosen for, and Boxo is, ripe with that kind of magic. It doesn't seem strange sitting nearby him that would be the case. So yes, let's just kind of wrap this into a part game, part D&D of it all thing. You will be getting a long rest. You'll get all of your abilities and point spells back. You'll get half of your used hit dice back. And so basically you'll be back to full on all of your stuff. Also you have access to like, if there's a specific thing or an idea, like this is kind of the campaign where like access to like magical stuff is a little higher. If there's like specific things that you want augmented, perhaps Boxo can put his little whisper onto the roads and while you travel, bring up something. So if there's like, you guys have a lot of money and stuff at this point, this is a chance to use it. The GANJA sheet is at your disposal, as well as like personal. This isn't the DM being like, well, go ahead and roleplay for me. But there is a bit of like, you guys are individual for the first time in a while. And there are people around to bounce off of and stuff, but also within the party, this is like a calmness. You guys have achieved your goals. The next goal is yet to be decided. And there's almost a joy in this. For once, the death has stopped. The destruction has stopped. You have heard that your effect on the world is happening. Cities are coming back. What looked like an impossible situation is slowly becoming tenable by your actions. And so for some of you that have a history far from that sort of thing, this feeling of being a hero, even if the story of the hero is more important than your own personal investment in it, you can kind of start feeling that thing. And Tynaricus, especially you in the sense of being on the other side of the Black Iron Gates, this kleos that you guys have accumulated is not just a statistic of the world, but rather a genuine energy that heroes have about them. One in a million shots that happen, the team attacks, those moments of the critical hits and the things that could have altered or gone the other way. And all of that sits upon you at this moment. So with that in mind, as a long rest mechanic, any of these NPCs to bounce off of as well and each other, what do you do? And determining where you're going to go.
So
probably the first thing.
Do we want to make our way to the crab dryer city? That's what I wrote down.
Crag
Dryer, where Rembrandt is.
We have to honor our contract.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, I believe a crystal dragon's not someone you want to piss off.
No.
Even though he's on our team legally.
I mean, you guys have seen some pretty massive displays of magic from Rembrandt.
Yeah.
Now, he's not, again, like, because it's tough in D&D, because it's like, I want you guys to know things are powerful. Guess what? You're powerful too. So this isn't like, you couldn't come up with a way to go about that. But he is clearly a very powerful creature.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, I can't have you like right click him and then see like what he's, how hard he is compared to you. So and there's not like zones with monster levels or anything, but he is a powerful person, but he doesn't have Deus Ex Machina. He's not protected by the dungeon master, so if that is your path, Boxo can certainly arrange that if that is the course you wish to take. Again, I don't really like tons of travel mechanics, so basically like through the course of this narrative moment, you guys will get there.
Okay, great. I definitely think that this needs to be somewhere that's safe, and I think that he's one that can do that. Mm-hmm. So I think we should head that direction.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And get the stones together.
Get those stones together.
You remember now as you're kind of thinking upon Rembrandt, the book that he gave you that told you not to trust the Shale Soul. This message never, as you kind of like had seen the thing play out, that it's like you really had offered every opportunity. And in fact, he had even caught on and grasped the influence of darkness around him is what in the end consumed him. And then kind of this dramatic, you could have pulled his hands off and maybe he could just have had, he got no hands. But this kind of pitting darkness you also felt reflected in yourself. Again, when I talk about kind of so many of these moments, it's like that is this strange thing that sits in the air right now. You guys all did a whole lot of good. It should feel really good. But there's still some troubling things floating amidst all of your heads right now.
I think there's that, like it is troubling, but I also feel like for Shay, she's kind of realizing that she is, even if it's the smallest bit, she's seeing something in everyone that has a little tiny piece of hope and goodness.
Redemption.
Even if it's just the tiniest bit, like she never gave up on him, even though he's giving up on himself, that's his choice. But her choice was to not give up and just keep trying to find that, to find him, his strength to like bring that forward. And I think that's a really cool thing for her to discover, because she's, you know, been so ingrained with like, this is the one way, this is it, people are like this, everything is like this. And for her to start seeing, even in like terrible people, to see these little sparks of goodness, I think is only going to help her moving forward.
You know, it almost, as you've attuned to this blight so often, this kind of all-consuming darkness born out of, from what you guys have learned, you know, this jealous, sisterly rivalhood, you know, bonding with the Demogorgon and creating this Infernix, the birth of the blight, and it's this all-consuming hatred. It's almost like that hope cry back to that, you know, that in the darkness, in the bottom of the box, one thing remained, and it was hope.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard for you not to see, having seen the deaths of 1,000, and how when they all died, none of them were defeated, but rather instilled in the virtues that they enacted in the world before them. You know, you can't control your death, but you certainly can control the life you live that gets you there. And so you have actual physical proof now in several lands of the effect that this idea of benediction inside of people can give them, almost as if that little time being an angel gave you a little bit of that angelic response. There is something within all of you that you can be called to. Whether that is strong enough to answer is upon that other person. But you've seen it. You've watched a kingdom that was ready to consume each other bond together and become the kingdom of the Owl. You know, and now in this new place, even though swirling elemental monsters and madness is consuming the lands, as soon as it was purged, people came back together again. The cities began rebuilding. There is this survival mentality, the races of men, the reason that Mab fears them so much. But also is forced to work with them. But yeah, there, you know, it's, again, you look around and you see these people in this strange assortment around you, and it instills you with that same virtue once again.
Yeah, I think that the moment she loses that, she'll be doomed also. I think it's important because that's such a powerful thing against the blight, because it is all darkness, to find the light and help make that brighter. And
you remember the whisper in your test, your own test, the picture of your brother before you, saying if you follow him, your path to redemption would not be possible.
So that's what Shay's thinking about.
Are we still linked? Are we all getting whiffs of that?
Sorry.
I'm going to say, just for the purpose of this, you can choose to re-bind link. At this point, a lot of time has gone by. But again, it's almost like, maybe we don't want to be hearing each other. You know, it's like maybe the silence of your own thought. You can feel, you can always use your abilities however you want. But there is this, like, you guys have been kind of mind linked for a long time and have been forced to subject the images of other people for a while. Your brain's kind of fuzzy. You're not a soul knife. You're not as used to this kind of like link between each other.
Yeah, I think I've shut it off. Yeah, I think that when we decided that we're out of, you know, fight mode and we need to be bonded in that way, we're in rest and safety. And so I've cut it off.
You see the kind of shaking of the caravan as it begins movement, you know, all of this happening at the same time. But you know, you guys are now on your way to your journey. You see Boxo sets each of you up with very finest, you know, sleeping quarters of your own. And has offered basically, like, if each of you want your own little like cart to design however you would like, you absolutely can do that. Like, it's part of the caravan. So, but for right now, they're just kind of like basic carts, and he's kind of set you up with your own room in them.
I'm sleeping. It's been a long day for Rex Milo. Coming from underground, where it really is just a day-by-day existence and just everything that's happened. And even this last place we were in, this chamber with time, just didn't make sense. Seeing all these alternative options, like all these different lives that you could have lived. I never thought that non-linearly before. This is a lot.
Yeah, a lot more going on.
I got eaten by a worm. Goose suit.
You flew.
And as I'm just thinking of things, I'm cradling the head and kind of having thoughts of like, that wasn't the intention. Because originally I just fused his hands together as like, you know, just to restrain him. Yeah. And that was just the goal, so for his hands. But no, it's almost like just blacked out and his head's right
Again, you're like feeling that there is this strange darkness that was seated within you. It's you know, it's not the belly button of Pickles on Wii where it's this pure gateway. But that urge took over you, and there is a trace remnant of it within you. What that was is still unclear, but seemingly the effect of this task of redemption had both positive and negative boons. And so one kind of sits in the pit of your stomach. You know, you see he's really good about providing people with the foods they specifically like. It's like a token of Boxo. And so you see it's tons of scraps of food like you would find in like the mines eating with the kobolds. Like they would love to they would store it up, and you guys love the edge, the crispy bits, the fat bits and stuff. And so you see it's nothing but like those cuts of food kind of thrown in, not even on a plate or anything, just kind of tossed on the floor. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll grab a crusty bread, a little crusty hunk of bread. And
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. All right, anybody else?
I don't really know what we could do as far as, like you said, augmenting.
Yeah, you know, there's a number of craftsmen. There's a little bit of like, outside a little bit of game mechanics, a little bit more 3.5e, where it's like there's kind of like some stuff he can get access to. If it's like I've got this and I want to better this or whatever. This is kind of like you guys have a ton of cash.
I was eating a cookie.
Magic stuff is very expensive, but you know, Boxo is a person that has access to these things. This is like the mercantile network almost of the entire world. There's definitely stuff you can't afford yet. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like there's a reason that nobody's been able to take it from him either. You know what I mean? So he is, you know, he's got video game shopkeeper stats.
Well,
Or if you kill him, he just has like 3 gold. The last 2 things you sold him.
Right.
Like, come on. I saw
what kind
the
of business
stuff you
model is
had.
that?
Right.
How much cash do we have? Did somebody take notes on that?
Did we catch that? What's that?
How much cash
Yeah,
do we
well,
have? I didn't take
Okay,
notes
do we
on
want to
that.
consult? Yeah, party loot.
Yeah.
That is, where you guys at financially?
Who's the party accountant?
Well, I am filled.
With a bunch of
Oh,
gems.
yeah, you do have
a bunch of gems.
So I think it was funny this whole time that I'm just talking to Boxo. I'm sure he's just like, I'm filled with weed and gems.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna shove my arm
Yeah,
in
take-
Gil, just like a handful of
Yeah,
gems out. If I'm gonna be in this meat sack, I'm going to protect it. I'd like to upgrade my armor.
Okay, so how much like cash do you guys have?
How much?
That's what I didn't take notes on.
I have 300 gold.
That's on you guys.
I have
No.
4,100 on my person.
Okay, so
I
41.
spent a bunch on the or
Yeah, on the Iceborne.
Yeah, on the Iceborne.
Yeah.
So I have 300 gold for me.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that split was whenever we got money the last time.
I've really been looting, huh? Not much to loot.
Done
Worms
too
don't
much
really.
of that.
Yeah, there
it
was
more-
a big expenditure last time. You guys did buy some stuff.
Between the two of us, it's 4,400.
Yeah.
44.
Yeah.
Whatever gems are full
What
around in
kind
there.
of
Yeah,
money do you have right now?
In my little trailer, it's just an empty room with a chair facing the corner. And Gil just sits and is just like sits very politely, like just waiting until.
Yeah, you're welcome to do the sleep and Gil stuff as well. I didn't want to take that away from you guys.
That's fine. Yeah, no. Like I just want to make it so that we are. It's like a safe
Yeah.
place. I just don't want to get. I don't want anybody to attack us.
Again, like Boxo does have a certain level of like he is kind of like Queen Mab's friend. There's like there's like a little not friend but like definitely associate, and so he does like. There's a reason he hasn't been ransacked yet. You imagine some of the people walking around you may not be as weak as they seem. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a raid. Thanks for coming to the raid. I'm gonna try. But the longer ones I can usually do.
Oh, you know we do. What? I know what to do. We didn't sing Nicole happy birthday. 'Cause it was Nicole's birthday on the 1st of April.
Right?
Oh,
We totally
Everybody,
did
please join us. All right. So yeah, I would say with the upgrade to your armor, Sylvia, would be 3,000 gold. You already have a +1, so going up to +2 is pretty beefy. But you do see that it is possible. You'd have a +2 hide armor. It would give you 1 more armor class if you wanted to use 3,000 gold to purchase it.
Is that okay, Gil?
I don't
If I
know.
take
I
them from you.
genuinely am just full of gems. We've never taken them to a person or a wizard or anybody to be wizard looked at. I have
Yeah, they're
no
just
idea.
monetary gems. I can definitely promise you I told you what they were worth at the time. But you know what I can do? is
So
go
how much
to-
would that?
How many gems do you get when you get eaten by a worm?
Yeah, that was like a big, I think that was like 5,000 gold worth of gems. So you guys are sitting at like 9,400 total.
90.
9,400.
94?
Yeah, just an old D&D player trait. It's usually going to just have like a sheet that's party loot. And then like if there's personal items you take, jot them on your page. And then if it's stuff for the party, just throw them on that. You know, I figured I would tell you that 4 years after I taught you guys how to play this game. All right, so yeah, total you have that much. I would say if you like grabbed half out of Gil or whatever, that'd be 2,500 of it. But yeah, you have 9,400. The party loot's always just easy to be like, hey, do you guys want to do this? Who wants this and that? Sometimes there'll be you're like, I kind of want that other thing a little more. But 3,000.
I'll be the accountant.
Yeah, right,
to go
right.
from +1 to +2.
Rex
You have an accountant
be
yet?
our
It's like,
accountant.
If Rex doesn't object to me dipping into
So
the
you're
kitty.
the treasurer.
Yeah, I was gonna say
right?
treasurer.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
That's a cool name for that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes, please.
All right, so you guys are down to 6,400.
Ow! Just kidding. I don't feel much.
Box up perfectly. He's like, give me that one, that one, that one. It's like,
Yeah, he just takes some.
yeah.
I'll take this one.
He can go shopping.
I'm gonna update it here. But yeah, anybody else? All right. And +2 magical.
Need potions? Need potions from his potion guy, or
Oh,
how are we all doing after all that?
I'm
I was gonna say, I think I used all my potions.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other.
So keep my distance. It's crazy keeping your distance.
Whoa.
I'm so used to being in it.
Yeah.
No. Now I'm over here. Hi.
Man, there are so many. Oh, I should just
Shoot my arrow.
but it's too late now.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
He does have some magic arrows.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
Uh-oh.
Like this one?
Oh no!
Yeah.
That was
Nice. That was
true. That had the arc and everything.
The truest of true.
Let me get you two. I'm so sorry. It's taking forever. Da-da-da.
I can keep my distance. Yes. Get that rod.
It's funny. I was thinking that song.
I will
earlier.
run and hide. I will keep my distance.
Running from that
So your
guy.
ace is gonna go by one. They're
He looks
I
really
hope he won't
strong.
get me.
Oh, and that also will say like you're trading back your +1 to him too, so you don't get to like sell it. You just like that's part of the.
Okay, yeah.
Boom, and then yeah, boom. All right, so yeah, you drop $3,000 on, or what was it? Yeah, $3,000 on some +2 hide armor, bringing your AC up to 16.
Nice.
I'm also willing to trade
said
weed
six-
for stuff.
I was
They
gonna say-
still have all the weed.
Yeah, the prices of the weed are on. Do we have the weed sheet?
I do.
Yeah,
I have
prices
it.
They got a
it's not
bunch of it.
super expensive. It is something like the reason we designed it was this idea like you guys are getting to the level now, and I allow people to buy magic items. Technically, 5e doesn't, but you know, it's magic items are fun. But it's like this is a way for you guys to spend money that can augment things that you do. You know, elemental attacks, healing stuff, to give you a higher percentage to do better at it. And also something that like when you go to towns, there's a reason to spend money. Like it's like 5e, it does get to a point where you're like, well, I have 22,000 platinum. And it's like, I don't know, I can't buy magic items. So I sell magic items. People can grill all you want. I try to balance them as well as I can, but also it's like, I don't care. This campaign is kind of like really, you guys have a lot more magic stuff than you really ever have.
We also have a knife that
Right.
makes food.
There's a knife that makes
Food knife.
Food
Food knife.
It's better than a poo knife.
Yeah.
which I also have.
Can I get the symbol of the lily crafted into my new armor?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me, does it even have like a description thing on this? What do you want this to look like? So hide armor traditionally is like different animal hides. You see that it's like some of the like fantastical fey creatures that they've encountered, you know, some like phase panthers, and there's like all kinds of like magical creatures that have been used to make yours. But go ahead and describe your new armor. Yeah, the star shield.
Yeah, it's inky black, blacker than the night. It almost looks like a jaguar type of creature hide. And
Jaguar.
emblazoned on it is the symbol of the astral lily.
Dope.
Cool.
Write that down. So
Very cool.
Love that for you. Love that for me too.
I love that for you.
Love that.
And you guys just made your own constellation. I fucking love D&D.
Ring of the Lily.
Yeah.
Yes.
I very unceremoniously hand the knife over to Shay. And I say, I don't like carrying things. You can have this.
You're the knife handler.
Knife handler. Yeah.
You're like, you're all weird with it because you use my knives.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I don't
shoot.
get physical knives too often. Thank you, though.
I just don't. It's like, yeah, you seem like you like
Every once in a while, I do
All right.
get them.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving throw. Oh no. An 11 plus 2. So
All right.
13.
But I want to use my. Oh, I didn't grab a coin, so I'm gonna give you this one.
Oh, we botched it. You get advantage, so
gonna
roll one more
watch.
d20.
An 18!
All right.
Dog.
You start, you're handed it, and at the first mention of food, all you can think about is this
Oh no.
horrible sandwich.
Oh no.
I always think about
And
it.
you're like looking at the knife and you see it starts generating itself. You remember Thoricus Oxheart and you in this battlefield far away, connecting over a sandwich. Once more, the doom of the sandwiches in the Kush Kingdom's campaign. But you managed to push away the thought of the poisonous sandwich.
And I watch the whole thing, and I just go, good luck with that. Yeah. And I just walk away.
Fantastic.
Laughing like Pauline.
You hear that?
Giggling in the corner.
Just staring in your chair in the corner. Boy, that guy scares me. All right, so yeah, you guys still have a pretty nice surplus of gold, 6,400 gold. Again, like, I've been throwing pretty heavy monsters and stuff at you guys, and so it's I don't mind upscaling some of your gear, but rather than just like throwing random stuff at you, this is kind of a case where you're dealing with like a merchant that could, ostensibly if there's like an ability or a thing you do that you want a little better, we might be able to homebrew out some stuff if there's not something already, or just healing potions, weed, any of that kind of stuff. There are access to like. You guys have seen some like petrification stuff. There's, greater restoration scrolls and things like that. Highly expensive, but in a pinch could be very useful. But yeah, you just, it's kind of like a city. You have access to lore a little bit. There's some books around and stuff. If there's like, again, there's an 8-hour journey, 6 of it you're sleeping at least. And then so you have a couple hours where you could be doing these other, getting your armor made and stuff. We'll say that takes care of yours on the trip. But yeah, so it is kind of, again, it's like, you often limit what you guys can do in a lot of cases, but it's like, this is a little bit of like, there's a lot of stuff around. This is, and enough people that won't just let you get it. You can try, of course, but I don't recommend it.
I'd like to walk into like the bookstore that might be in town.
Almost like a little library of sorts, but there's like, you see this kind of like heavyset guy sitting over in the corner with his legs crossed on a very comfortable pillow. You see he's got 4 arms and 4 eyes. And he's just like reading all these different books. He kind of looks up at you. You see the 3 eyes still reading the books. He's got a long elephant trunk and this kind of like peach colored skin. He looks up at you. He's like, oh yes, would you like to read a book?
What do you recommend?
Oh, I recommend many of these books. Some of these are dusty and old, some of these new and exciting. What source of information do you seek?
Oh, well, I'm trying to stop something that's older than time itself.
Oh, that section over there, it's like the D&D book section. It's like,
Where's your section on that, smart
Vampire's
ass?
Curse. We've got the.
I saw a vampire once. It was wild.
wow, yes.
And she's like, yes, vampires. You see his trunk kind of reaches up, and while his other eye stops eye contact with you and continues perusing books he's reading, as many hands turning pages, not at the same time. It's like he's doing all these things at once, but his trunk kind of reaches over and grabs a book and hands it to you. And you see on its cover, there's this like vibrant fire bird drawn, and then this pool of darkness, and there's this like tar reaching up and grabbing it. Beneath it, you see what kind of looks like this image of the blight that you've seen spilling out from underneath. So what this book gives you access to is basically the knowledge of the shifting of the Infernix, the Phoenix, that at where the pool of the primordials, where Ganjaria was born. This was in any of our buds that were with us for the Twitch Plays journey. this was revealed through like the old lore. Wow. And mad love to those of you that were along for that ride. The phoenix feather was brought to the pool where Ganjaria was created. And in that moment, Titania and the Demigorgon were able to curse the pool of water. The tar that reached up grabbed at the phoenix, the bird of rebirth, and tainted it with the blight. And so the infernix, the dark phoenix, basically, the inverse of the life-giving phoenix, the creator of the absolution of death and destruction, more than just death, but the absolution of everything, birthed in this moment through Granix and the story that played out in that instance. So you do know that far to the south, that if you look at the Ganjaria world map, the stem of the nug itself, that is where the infernix is said to lie. The library, the pool of the primordials, all of the stuff that kind of centers around the creation myth of this world, the birthing of the blight, the locations of some of these powerful creatures, points in that direction. To the far south lines, through the blighted lands, lies the portal to where the Demigorgon's throne sits. And kind of spilling out from there, his pet infernix has just spread the land with blight. So Ebrix, the wizard who, managed to get away, he was the one who foolishly brought the phoenix feather there in the first place, brought some of the magic items to the kingdom of the Kush kingdoms that you guys found in the bedchamber. This is basically like the truest, most accurate version of the birth story of this world. Mab generated it using the tier of the primordials, seeking to, create a world of her own device. Mm-hmm. But the tainting that the five had done, the ashes of Brunor being thrown in, the strength of the bonds between the races of men, more were drawn to this world than were planned. And so when the blight came, Queen Mab gave magic back to the races of men to fight the blight because her sister was winning. Mm-hmm. And so she kind of sheepishly came back to the people she was trying to exterminate. That's the world balance right now. That's the way things sit. The Fellsworn Kingdom, for those of you that weren't with us 4 years ago, the great Fellsworn Kingdom, the Warriors of the World, led by Graylan Faragor. This was the army that was to save the world. And when the Ferocious Five showed up to stop this fractionation ritual from happening, his armies turned their back and went away. And so then was brought into this world, became one of the five kingdoms, and that kingdom has since fallen to the blight. Mm-hmm. So you're getting kind of the WeeDnD lore of all time. Again, you didn't play through a lot of the early stuff with us, so this is access to some of that knowledge as well. But yes, in that thing, in this shifting power balance between Queen Mab, at the central tree, the world of the tree of mana, trying to protect herself from the spreading darkness that's consuming the world she created for herself. Now these strange astral forces, the world devourer, Kaicynthius, that, those of you from the first plane recall, like there's a lot of heavy things that this Ganjaria creation, this fractionation has caused. The flowing of these energies, these twisted magics that you see popping up all around you, you kind of get a sense of where the ancientness of some of this comes from. Mm-hmm. But also, this meteor is new. It's like none of that was really factored. But just because to tip my own Dungeon Master cap, if you'll remember, in the first season of the show of the Ganjaria saga, the red star in the sky that people saw the God Seed and thought it was supposed to be the harbinger of doom.
Wow. This
meteor was the actual red star. And so it does. This isn't just a mad rambling. There's some of this stuff is like.
Ooh, my.
It's all falling together.
Again, Shay, you're used to like kind of putting together spy documents. So you're smart enough to grab a couple of the books not recommended as well, to piece together like, well, this is the one that Boxo's caravan would like you to believe. You also see that Boxo himself at the end of the world was the thing that planted the bomb that killed Shren Oldbuck, who was the head of the Merchant Guild at the time. So Boxo's got a little, he certainly stood to gain a lot from some of what went down. And so that's another thing you kind of glean again in the like secrets section of this. It's like Boxo his hands aren't clean, but you also know him well enough to know that ultimately Boxo might be the better, would it rather be Shren Oldbuck in this world. And you've already killed him once. So,
Did that.
So
add that to the head count.
Again, I'm sorry. I know there's like lore is one of those things where it's like as the world's expanded, you guys have told many stories. I just want it to be there is like a connection between some of these bridges.
Lore's dope, dude.
Lore is dope.
And so,
never apologize for dope
nice
lore.
Got me with the red
lore.
star. I think back, I'm like, when we were playing Gary and Digby and stuff. It's probably just like, and they're just like, oh, oh, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is where they found the first gem dragon. You know, like remember that it was like in Ganjaria, gem dragons weren't to have made the journey across. And so there was the ruby dragon, which ended up becoming the god seed. And man, D&D's dope. Play it with your friends.
D&D's crazy.
D&D's really cool. And so this is kind of some of the thread of the story that you guys have told with me through this time. You know, giving information to an information broker, somebody who knows a little bit about a lot of things. And so in this moment, you know, this concept did work out. You understand a lot more about what's going on, the powers that play. I would say the thing that this Greyland Faragor character for you, this notion of like the powerful king, a little hint, it was a character I played from 1 to 20. And so it was like my seed of my old D&D campaign in this new world.
Nice.
But this, how could he have fallen being as powerful as he was? Why would his army turn on the world? Again, the Boxo involvement, the Greyland involvement, those are things that as a spy, you're like, these are people who have the better answers. You know, not to say it's like, I have to go there now, but these are certainly characters that you're like, there's more at play here than could be easily found.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool bookstore.
Yeah, cool little elven guy.
Yeah.
The owner, though, that's great.
He's like, pleasure to meet you, dear. You see his trunk comes over, like, gives you a little hand a kiss.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm Piffis. You have indeed access to the tomes again.
What's his name?
Pickus?
Thank you.
Piffis. Piffis.
Oh, Pickus.
Piffus.
Piffus.
I'm trying to update my name list so that I add them to the name
good.
list.
Great.
Because now,
Great.
you'll get a name list soon. I have started working on it.
I believe in you.
You should.
I believe in
telling
you.
the truth.
All right. Thank you, Piffus. I appreciate you sharing knowledge with me.
Knowledge is the greatest gift of all. You know, kind of perusing over the books. You see one of them, like, grab some snacks.
What's the name of the craftsman who worked on my armor?
Jerry Andrix.
Thank you.
Wow.
He runs a tidy business. How do you spell that?
Jerriandrix. Yeah, you see, he's one of the hunters. You know, it's like these. If you remember the forest, the wood elves from first season, there's one of those. Like has very tan, almost like amber-colored skin. Is like a hunter of great proficiency. You know, you can tell just by the way he's like looking around. He'd like to get out here at some of this hunting and these big monsters. And it's another one of those people. The way he's like working with your gear, you're like, this guy's like might be one of the more dangerous people around. Like is a rather powerful force. But yeah, it has no problem like helping you kind of augment this old suit of armor and creating the. Well, I called it the Star Shield hide, but what do you want to call it? That's one of the coolest parts about naming stuff.
Ooh.
You've got the lily on it. You've got the constellation.
I like astral armor.
Astral armor.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it astral hide armor just because I think
Yeah.
astral armor might be a thing, but I know astral hide is not. It is plus 2. All right, cool. Astral hide. Yeah.
Astral hide armor.
All right, so we've got some new knowledge for Shay. You know, again, you Rex, even though you went to bed early, you still have your 2 hours as well. So, but yeah,
I'm tired.
stuff you guys want.
Fuck off.
I would
I'm
say at
tired.
that point probably you do need to rest. You notice he actually set your bed on a hammock above the cart, so it's like you can look up at the stars. Like it's again, Boxo has this like innate ability to like find things that please you a lot, and not in a bad way. Like it's not he's buying favor. He just knows that like comfort is one of the greatest things in this world.
In my room, there's like a portrait of my family essentially back home. It's like, Pickles is there, Funyuns is in there.
Dope.
It's just like a little family portrait of all
Yes,
of them.
yes,
Mark
yes.
is there. And this
Mark.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you see Boxo as he kind of like opens the door and he like points to you and he's like, ah, yes, I know many of these souls. Allow me to grab you a few more. And he gives you like the faces of all the characters. So you have like our like load-in screen for the Weed&d game is like your
Yes.
when you pick your party, it's like each of those people. All right, no joke. That is my concept for it's like you will all get to at the end of all this. Play the one character you liked the most from the World of Ganjaria in what will be the epilogue to whatever story we end up telling. So I just love that idea. And again, it calls to that temple where you saw these, the Ferocious Five juxtaposed before, and that is, and Box, who would have them but Box, who actually knows every single one of them. And so, yeah, that's your little chamber as well. Now you're an elf, so I think elves get
I
to...
don't need to
You
sleep.
don't sleep at all, right? But you trance for 4 hours.
Exactly. Wait, no,
Right? Is it trance?
Something like that.
I think it is a trance.
Yeah.
But on my way up to my little space, my little area, can I stop by the plug?
Oh yeah, you can hit the plug up.
Yeah. Moonrock sounds.
Get a little Moonrock.
Up my alley.
So yeah, which one is that? That's the...
That's the force spell.
Yeah, force
Yeah.
dope.
Good one.
So here, let me see the sheet real quick. I just want to explain. This is part of the like homebrew that we've done for the World of Ganjaria. Is empowered spell components. You're going to use them as a free action. That's something I really want to emphasize. It does not cost you to use them, no bonus action or anything. But it's basically like you're using a spell component while you cast the spell to make it stronger. The way it affects those things is it either adds 1 to the saving throw or attack roll, so just +1, cool little like boop, single-use item, or you can re-roll. I think reroll any of the dice in the effect once. So say you roll a fireball, 8d6, and it's a bunch of crappy rolls, you can pick those up and reroll. You do have to take what you roll the second time, so whatever. But again, they're kind of cheap, they're like 50 gold a piece. The cure spells one is really good, reroll any number of dice once, like on a heal spell if you really want to hit. That's useful to have around. That one does cost 100 gold. There's also the effects of the magical concentrates. I did not set like the name of any of these components, but these effects would be there. These are single-use spell effects. Again, kind of incentivizing players to use their money and have a cool one-use thing. Believe me, I have access to anything I want, so like I like to give you guys cool things to use and make yourselves cooler. Then I'll fight you at higher challenges. For an example, and all of these are here as well. Healing salves, antitoxins, healing potions, stamina potions. So you just use a hit dice outside of a short rest. So it's like a cool little thing. Greater healing potion, superior healing, 1,000 gold pieces, 8d4 plus 8 hit points. And then the spell effects. So one, if you cast Mage Armor, the AC bonus is 14 instead of 13. You do have to be able to cast the spell. Charm Person, they would get disadvantage on their saving throw against it. Dissonant Whispers, disadvantage on the save against it. Mirror Image, you can cast it as a bonus action instead of an action. Hideous Laughter, which Gil has, disadvantage on saving throw against that. Crown of Madness, the target gets to move before they're forced to attack. Ray of Sickness, advantage on spell attacks, disadvantage on the save against it. And then Cure Spells, 250 gold, maximum HP recovery. Wow. So it's like, I'm casting this spell and I needed to heal max possible. You fuse 250 gold, it puffs into the spell as a free action, and your spell heals for max. So that's kind of like this is some of the Ganjaria world building stuff that as we write the story of what will eventually be like a little setting that you can download or whatever, this is one of the things we've built out. That team cap mechanics is something we're trying to fine tune. We've play tested all of it here on the show, so it's like there's some stuff that I know needs a lot of work. These we haven't used a ton of, so it's like this is a good opportunity for us to try those. Combat obviously is already full of a lot of stuff, but it is a nice way to make like you're using a spell slot. You don't want the thing to suck, so here put a little gold into it, and maybe it has a better chance to pass.
Right.
But yeah, I mean all of that again. It's also opt-in. It's like, if that doesn't sound like a feature you like, that's fine. It's just one of the many that we're trying to play test.
Yeah, I want to pick up Moonrock and I think White Widow too, actually. So 150 out of our little stash.
All right, so you're at 6250 now total in your gold reserves.
And I'm just gonna go up to the roof and meditate and get in my little trance. I like for your trance, you do get to turn into stars. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's just
Finally,
sometimes you gotta turn into stars. So you see yourself, turn into the starry constellation as you kind of feel that warm light from the stars. The shining of the stars is their communication. Those that are down here don't understand. And so even though you can't hear the words, you just like watch the conversations happening in the space around you. Kind of a cry from the astral sea. There is this moment, again, as you felt underneath the earth, of a calling, a yearning, this wispy pull, similar to when you were near those two stars and they called you grandmother. There's almost that inverse. Your mother, the energy that birthed the star that you are, is close by. There is this kind of pulling at the cells within you as you kind of glance off, imagining what this thing must look like. And in this moment, you start to have a vision. Anybody else got anything?
You're just gonna stop like that for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that.
Just put a
All right, I was so enraptured. I was like,
We're like,
wait,
Yeah.
what?
She's trancing. She's getting her long rest.
Having a
All right,
bitch, don't worry.
Trance.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Anybody else?
I was gonna maybe see if I could mod Ubaru's grasp a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to do more damage, but possibly to change before a fight the damage type, to possibly change it from like a fist that does bludgeoning to like a knife hand that would do slashing, or like a devil's horn that would do piercing.
That's so sick. Yes.
That's fun.
This is the piercing. You just
Or middle finger to do piercing, or like
yeah.
devil's horns or whatever.
Okay. You could do it. All right. That effect, I would say you could get, because it does it like a lot of stuff that has resistance against slashing or bludgeoning or piercing. If it's a magic item, it goes past it. Not all of them, though.
Right.
So this does have functionality in the game. I do think it's a cooler idea than you would get payoff for in the game, other than narratively. Feel free to switch like in combat. I think is a cool idea. Like I can't see that hurting so bad that it's like, oh, now he's bludgeoning. So we could do this a couple ways. This is how I like to homebrew it. So relatively cheaply, 1,000 gold in the effect of modifying a powerful magic item. You could have that ability to switch. I would even say in between attacks.
Oh, nice.
So 1,000 gold for that upgrade. Now we could also, for 5,000 gold, add a small damage type effect akin to like a Baldur's Gate, like a daze or a bleeding or a whatever. I don't have the answer for what that would look like yet, but a small damage type effect saving throw that could be applied. So, you could augment it to give it a little bit of an extra whammy attack. It would be really expensive though. And you'd have to probably give me the week to find.
Oh yeah, well we could talk about that too.
Yeah.
So let's pin that.
So yeah.
Pin that. So let's go with damage types switching, and then we'll think of a
All right.
little
All
button to throw on that.
So it is, like I said,
Bad Jasper.
going beyond that 5,000 gold, that would put you guys down to like 1,200.
Well, I don't want to spend that. That's a group decision. 'Cause That's a huge.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to keep everything out so we can kind of, again, you are a party. It's like we're cool. We're having cool personal moments. But
Sure.
It's like you guys are all playing D&D together.
Right.
But yes.
That's a huge amount of gold, though. So that's a party decision. For sure.
Yeah, and maybe we could cut the difference too. Like if you want to do like 2,000, you would pick one of them, probably bludgeoning because it was the one it started with. Maybe we just give one effect to it. You know what I mean? Like this is how I like to homebrew. Like, what's the cool thing you like doing? And like, let's find some whatever. And you guys get a lot of gold. I feel like gold is like the reward of gold is access to things that you don't have. So that's kind of what this. It's a little bit of a shopping moment.
Shopping.
I'm not doing a whole freaking shopping episode. Okay, I won't do it again.
Not again.
Not again.
Never again.
Oh,
Reckon,
you will,
dude.
though.
The urge, trust me, as a player, I love shopping episodes. As a DM, you're just like, guys, the world is ending though. And every player's like, can I get like 10 gold off of that? It's like, just pay him the gold. Can I steal it? Yes, you can steal it.
Just do whatever you want.
Just hurry up and make it
Just take it and take my keys.
Take my keys.
All right, so yes. So, again, there's kind of a range. 1,000 for the ability to switch it. 2,000 to pick one damage type to add a cool little specially effecty to. Or 5,000 for all three of them. Each one of them.
The whole
have its own
shebangy
thing.
bang. Well,
I mean, I don't know what else we're spending our money on
Yeah.
other than nothing.
Yeah, potions if anything, but
Yeah, there's definitely
that's
potions.
still-
Again, 1,000
got
gold
some.
healing potions.
Healing potions.
I mean, 8d4 plus 8 is a pretty hefty. Also has access to the smaller healing potions, the antitoxins and all that stuff. So a couple shopping lists, and then of course anything that you can conceive of, we could try to see if there's something that would
you
work.
can do magic heals though too. So
Yeah, you've got a healer on deck. You got a couple healing
right,
words floating
which is
around.
nice.
A couple.
I'm taking a nap. I'm healing myself right now.
But yeah,
Mind
I
and
want
body.
you guys to get dope shit.
I'm like, do we need them for
I was
you,
like
though?
the two people who didn't pass the trials and get cool boons.
Yeah.
Like, you guys should get some cool shit now. We should spend our money on you guys. You know what I mean?
I'm too busy. I'm vibing.
I'm vibing.
Straight
Vibing?
vibe. Yeah, I'm vibing. I'm vibing.
Yeah,
Just sitting in your chair all proper in the corner.
I'm just vibing. So it's like when you open the thing, it's just like you just like
Hi.
alright, and then just alright, cool.
You hear like a soda open?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
chill.
fine.
Yeah,
It's chilling.
it's fine.
Like a mom with a glass of wine. Like, they're fine.
Yeah, just doing her
Fine.
thing.
All right, yeah. So, but yeah, Rex. Like I said, at this point, you've gotten your rest in. You've come up. You have access to any of these shopping mechanics as well too. Again, this kind of serves like long rest shopping mechanics and personal little choice. Kind of the since we're not spending time on like the travel of it all. Like, hey, you have a little time to figure some things out. Kind of section
Hell
before
yeah.
the next set piece.
Ooh.
I'm with it.
I switched my nap halfway through because I started off on the floor, just under the cot. Just a very simple, like, room and board.
Yeah.
Even that's rare for me.
Yeah.
But kind of halfway through with all these crazy visions, especially when lights go out and that's all you can see. It's the first time I've seen my parents. Granted, they were getting murdered, but I don't know. And seeing
still
that
get to
is
see
kind
them.
of a, they murdered them.
Look,
So halfway through, I'm like,
parents, the DM's gonna kill him. All right,
Oh, God.
That's DMing 101.
Yeah.
but after that, it's just, I'm just used to being on the floor, like a cave floors, and just anything. So it's just, he hopped in the bed for the second
Yeah,
half. And rested a little better.
Nice. I like
Treat
that a lot.
yourself.
I like that.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, so do you want to? Are you gonna pull the? What do you want to do with it? Do we want to kind of homebrew that over the week?
Let's homebrew
Okay,
that
cool.
over the week.
So again, any potions, healing, any of that stuff, any of the cannabis stuff, any of that stuff right now. If not, we'll kind of move on. And just somebody write down party loot 6250 right now.
Got it.
Got it written down.
Treasurer.
You're the treasurer.
Yay, treasurer.
Yeah. So you guys each have kind of these moments, you're kind of talking with this weaponsmith. You see this big giant blue skinned guy with like white furry hair. You're like, I can't really. He kind of looks like he might be like a yeti, but like a more humanoid one. He speaks common. He's like,
No,
he comes up and squishes you up and down. He's like, no way! I thought you wouldn't get out of Caliban.
I totally did.
How'd you do it? Oh my gosh! If I remember, all the guards had you cornered. What'd you do?
I went through, literally, there was just a hole in the wall. They were so fast.
Oh, Gil, you're the best. Is this your friend?
Yeah, always. But yeah, that's my
Oh
buddy.
my gosh,
That's
it's
my
so
buddy.
good to see you.
It's good to see you
Absolutely.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye. And then I get to and back into my
okay,
I don't even open the door. I just go through the cracks of the door.
Oh, just like in the story. I love that guy. He's your buddy?
Yeah.
All right, you get a discount. All right.
Just that visual of
I'm gonna use my
Like
coupon.
Homer, but like
I give it to the pond.
Yeah.
my coupon.
Sticky. Like Gil's friend coupon.
Yeah.
But it's a goose.
Oh, I don't accept it.
It's a coupon.
A coupon.
A coupon.
Yeah.
A goopon.
Writing that down. I'm gonna put it by Vrolly has no hands.
Oh,
Coupon.
He's what's his name again?
Obviously, you don't remember?
Oh, it's
Charmendrix.
Oh, Jerry Andrews?
How do you spell
oh
Jimmy Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix.
CHAR, not BULB. Fuck
Jerry Hendrix.
Jerry
Wait.
Hendrix.
Are they brothers?
Jerry, Jerry.
It's the armor guy.
Andrix.
We're talking about the armor
The
guy.
armor
Yes.
guy?
It's Jerry Andrix.
Yeah.
JERRIANDRIX.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because I remembered and I wrote something
There
down.
it is. Jerry Hendrix.
Yeah.
Wait, and this is this the same human?
Different
not
person.
human?
No, yeah. This
Yeah.
person's different. Yeah.
The Yeti guy's different.
The Yeti guy's
Yeti guy's different.
The Yeti guy's
Yeah.
different. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not Jerry Andrix.
No, this is Jerry Andrix.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was Jerry Andrix.
Yes.
Right.
This is Jerry Andrix.
Yes, Jerry.
Last name Andrix, first
Jerry
name Jerry.
Andrix.
Yes, Jerry Andrix.
Yeah.
Andrix.
Yeah.
First name Jerry, last name Andrew.
Boxo's Caravan.
What?
Very confusing.
Yes.
What?
Don't worry, it'll be on the name list.
And then there's
Nicole.
Okay, good. I'm
Be on the
waiting.
name
three-eyed
list.
elephant guy.
You
with
show
all the
me.
hands.
In the name list. All right, now I have
An
to
accent
create
over that egg.
many,
Ah,
at least
wait,
4
I got it.
NPCs.
Charmandrix? Is that
Yeah,
what you...
Charmandrix was the one that I said. Thank you.
Charmander. After Jerry Andrix.
Oh, are they brothers?
Yeah, obviously.
brothers.
Jerry and Charmandrix.
And also,
Obviously, Abby.
Obviously, I mean, just read my notes. It's all there. It's not. Vrolly has no hands.
no hands.
All right. In this moment, you know what? I'm gonna do a little thing. Anybody, anything else? Any other purchases or anything?
No, I just I have like a little headband because the rocks would get in my face a lot.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I kind of fasten a headband and I put my hair back.
Dope.
Hide your rocks.
No, just get them out of
Hide
the
Get out of here, Rockhead.
Just get them out of the
Hide your rocky
We don't serve their kind here.
Whoa.
Lousy Rockhead.
Colorado Rocky Mountain
Whoa.
High.
All right.
I've seen it.
Bow,
With fun.
boom, bow. Sorry, I'm totally landing this. All right, we cut back.
Ah.
to this dream that you start having. You know, you remember this like divergence in the stars, the splitting of the energies of the universe, that which pushes away and that which draws in. You know, the splitting of you and the forces of your mother's energy, the image of her, the burning red light, you know, arcing through, knocking you out of the stars. You watch as your journeys kind of follow a similar path, her crashing into the earth, you shooting by her, each of you making land on the ground as the slow wooden wheels of Boxo's caravan showed up almost just at that exact time. You know, teaching you a little bit about the world that you're in and what it's like to have a body and, you know, offering you friendship, kinship, and a mission. You know, all of this in pursuit of this concept of finding out how you got where you came from. You hear that wispy pull on the wind. You hear the voice of your mother. My daughter, come to me. Join me in the fires. And at this point, Steph, if you would please, give us the meteor image that's sitting in. So this is your campsite still. The fire's blue, because like I said. But yeah, in media, we've got the meteor image.
Wow. Campfire.
You see this kind of, this plateaued, I think I have a bunch above there. And get the stone out of there. She's killing it. Back, nobody's dusty at all. Like, she's crushing this right now. So you kind of like start seeing this image. These fragmented shocks.
That's a meteor, all right.
And that.
You know, lightning striking this strange spiky rock exterior, burning flames on one side, frigid ice on the other. This kind of flat, frigid tundra around it. You see the chaotic storm somewhat weakened, the fire side, you know, not burning as blazingly as those that you haven't consumed the stones for. The hard earth around the outside of the meteor kind of softening somewhat as the soft heat from the fire on one side seems to have exposed a weakness in this meteor, as if control of two of them has at this point weakened this force of your mother. You see, as you're kind of looking at the stone itself, the swirling magical dots of the constellation that was your mother. You know, you see this kind of swirling echo of stars, and one by one, the stars of your body are ripped away from you.
What?
You see, you know, all of you hear a cry out as you look up, and you hear the cry of Sylvia.
Right now?
Crying
Really?
out. You know, Gil, the top hatch of your door opens. You hear Boxo. Everybody turns and looks as you hear this cry, this astral scream that kind of shakes the very stars themselves. And you watch as each of the stars that make up the form of Sheila, Sylvia, are ripped away and start flying toward the center of the continent, leaving this trail of star blood behind them. You see it drops and drips like burning gold, searing the earth and the stone, then leaving literally a glowing trail of stars leading toward this meteor. Sylvia's star shield has been ripped to pieces.
What?
No longer in the party. And that's where we're gonna pick it up next time, guys.
What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? This is so awful.
No.
Why my star's back? Give me my knee back. You've been ripped into a bunch of pieces.
Wait, in the future.
Just kidding.
Lower part.
Because if she's from the future, then that means that her current self is still alive somewhere.
Yeah. I'm not just gonna kill a PC, or did I?
Oh, no, it sounds like you did.
It feels like
Just
you did. It really feels like you did.
How dare you! Avenge you!
I'll kill all of you!
I will avenge you!
Give her back her stars!
She just spent so much of our money. Bring her back.
We've got the receipt.
Wait, she owes me money now. That new suit she just bought.
Any of us?
I just want to look at that. That freaking meteor is.
Wow, so your armor sure as hell didn't help.
Is that all that's left? The armor's behind.
Some beautiful looking armor left behind.
Yeah. With a note. Please sell it for $3,000. Guys, thank you so much. That was such a fucking sweet landing to be back on. We will be back at least next week, and then we'll have another week. We might something a little different, but definitely we'll keep being consistent. Thank you guys for bearing with it as we were slammed with stuff. Check out Peppy Piper's Playpen if you're in Vegas.
Yes.
I'm doing a free Macbeth at the Parks Saturday. There's all kinds of cool shows going on. There's tons of amazing D&D shows. We are going to raid. Of course, we always raid. So many people brought their party our way. We appreciate it so much. We want to keep that love going on. So thanks to the new buds that popped in. I hope you have a good time. Thanks to my incredible buds that have been supporters of the show for so long. You guys light my fire. Thanks to this cast, greatest fucking cast on earth, man. That was so much fun. Seriously, playing D&D with you guys, just so fucking.
Come on.
The fucking hands with the mouth.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
You can't write that shit with that. Oh, it happened in real time. I love you guys so much.
Yay.
Pierre Scorpio, good to see you. Gino, all you guys. Pierre, just some of you guys have been with us for so long. All new buds, old buds. We love you. We love this. Thank you for all you do to help make it happen.
Love you.
Huge shout out, Stephanie, locking it down. It's been weeks. It's hard to get on the controls again. Dealt with some of the fun hurdles and curveballs that live production can give you.
Yes.
Remember, love yourself, create something, play with your friends, play fucking D&D. It's so much fun.
Hell yeah.
And we love you guys. Thank you so much for all you do.
We love you.
And we will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific. We got this little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you heard about it, maybe you haven't. We like to do the lighter, like this white one who I didn't steal from my friend and don't have to get back to her tomorrow. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or meteoric mothers on fire. And go. Lighters up. Abby, you don't get to do it. You're dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Just do it. She can do it anyway. Love you guys. Mwah. We'll see you next Tuesday. Fucking.
So what? You can't touch me, because I'm from the internet.